Guys, Drifter here. Welcome to my Black Ops 3 live stream. Today, I think that we are finally about to unlock Dark Matter. I've got diamond everything, including launchers, except I need to do pistols. I've even got all my headshots done on the MR6. I just have to do these goofier challenges. I need to do the RK5, the LCAR-9, and of course the glorious combat knife, which I've got ritual camo on. That one's going to be really fun. I am going to try to get Dark Matter today. DJ Vaughn also patched the little bug that we had, so I don't have to get the sword Dark Matter or the wrench or the shadow claw or any of that sort of stuff. It's gonna be busy. I hope I can unlock it doing solo for the first time in a little while. A lot with J-Hub and Cross, but I wanted to rock it solo today. Hello, Mr. Bamacam. Hello, Jamal B. Chaotic Vince. Hello, Tucker. Good to see you, man. It's been a long time. And Maze, let's go ahead and find a match. I'm just going to go straight to Ground War, because that's pretty much what we've done here for this quest, this challenge, and Ground War has the most distracted people. Also rocking Firebreak today. I do have his hero armor unlocked, but this is some of the rare stuff from the supply drops. Gonna go ahead. I don't want TDM. I'm gonna vote for Breach. They're gonna get us TDM. I know it, and that TDM is really rough. Hey, T the Kid X7, nice to see you. Yeah, the sponsor chat was a one-time thing only. I will say that donations are turned on today. Not really asking for that, but that's okay. And a secondary objective on today's stream is to show a little love to the Ask Drifter app, and I'll kind of turn this little banner on and off. You'll find that as the first link in the description instead of all that donation sort of nonsense. So yeah, Ask Drifter is out. It was supposed to come out 2 months ago, but Apple rejected my app for such reasons as has pictures of gun, incites violence in youth, and reviewer does not understand application. So after 2 months of fighting appeals, it's finally live. Sorry that it took forever. Elder Scrolls Boss has subscribed. Thank you very much. Hello, Braden Games. Hello, Emilio. Hello, Gamer Heaven. Hello, Rowan, Riptide, Malcolm Stewart. Who else is in here? Mystic Soul, Spencer Motley, Raphael Espinal. Good to see you. Another Jaden. Yeah, Mr. Bamacam, I think your message got blocked. I don't think you can type app or it'll get blocked. And the reason that is because so many people spam apps, like, check out my app, download this, like, all this kind of stuff down there in the description. It gets crazy. Jose, thank you, man. I'm glad that you think I look handsome. Looks like I'm playing Safeguard, which is a good mode. That's actually better than Domination. But headshots are always just kind of tricky, especially with pistols. The good old RK5 here is... I mean, you know, it's accurate enough to get body shots like nobody's business, but it's just a little bit inconsistent for headshots. So I know that this is going to be a challenge. Whoop. Nope. Really? That just makes me want to quit right off the bat. That makes me want to give up. Yeah, I've been really busy today. I had to do some electrical work in the house, had to do some internet work in the house, had to do my taxes today, again, which was lame. But I did have the time to go take my wife to see Deadpool, which was a great movie, by the way. One of the better Marvel movies I've seen in quite some time. Now, I would bet that the baddies are... coming over here, maybe? They all have to basically spawn back here somewhere. Alright, good. Now, if this guy will just slow down and stick his ugly head over the wall. There we go, picking up our first headshot of the day. Can we get a second one? Can we get a third one? There we go. Headshot frenzy spree. The bad guys are behind me. Hello, Jake Carr. Good to see you, man. Hello, thank you for subscribing, Israel. And let's come on. Maybe I can get some sneaky back here. I guess I'm not really so great at defending this robot as much as I am just kind of sneaking around in bad guy spawns, which they put up mines for. And instead of having something nice like a flak jacket on, I am instead rocking overcharged so that I can get this ability charged up faster. Because the faster this charges, the faster I can go ahead and activate it and get some easy peasy headshots. Didn't get a headshot on that one, unfortunately. Gonna have to move through the house, which I'm pretty sure is Bad Guy City right now. Did see Deadpool, did really enjoy it. I thought it was a good movie. I don't know, I just think it's funny. It was almost like an independent Marvel movie, which is weird, like the budget just kind of died. Brendan Hess, good to see you there in the chat. Talk more about Deadpool. Well, I guess I can do that. It was so strange. There were so many fourth wall breaks. I didn't catch what J-Hub was talking about, the super secret cameo. I did wait for the end of the movie. Here's a little small spoiler alert here. At the very end of the movie, there is a post-credit scene, And the scene is pretty much just Deadpool saying that we didn't have money to film a post-credit scene, so it's like him using the bathroom. Congratulations, there's your post-credit scene. Which is strange. Come on. Nice to see you. Toxic Alien, your senpai has noticed you. Nope. Whoop, nope. Oh, I'm getting sniped so hard. I knew it. I was going to get cross-killed. Hello, Connor. Hello, Zug and Andrew Stencil. Good to see you guys. I need to try and sneak in through the bottom or something. Need to try and do some work. Yeah, it should be pretty much clear through here. This is where I want to be. I mean, I know it's not the best spot, but they do just have a tendency to rush up through this side. So I can just, you know, kind of pick somebody, get a nice little headshot, spam them. Maybe. Nope. Where in the biscuits did they go? That guy's going to snipe me. That's terrible. And it looks like they came through this other side. They all come through here? Yep. What? That's what's so crazy about this gun. You just... Now that's a headshot. That's a knife, right? No. You... His special ability was better than mine. Dun, 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 dun. I do have the Doge cam enabled, but unfortunately there is no Dogs. Tom York donated $7.16. Thank you very much. Let's see what he has to say. Good luck, man. Pop a cap in there. Arse, thank you very much, man. Thank you, Tom York, for the donation. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, you're all welcome to join in and play. I'm not doing voice. It's so much easier to do the L car. I know this one's going to take a bit. You're all welcome to hop in and play if you want. Totally fine. I don't think I'll be doing voice chat today with fans, but I will be playing with you guys if you wanted. There we go. There's another nice headshot. A nice sexy one right there. Looks like we're about to have some issues outside. Oh, no, 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 no. Yep. Challenging the Scythe with an Elcar 9, probably not the most brilliant move that I've done all week. Probably not. Also challenging a sniper rifle with the Elcar 9, not the most brilliant move. We have requests for me to play on PC. That is coming in the maybe immediate future. My PC can handle it now, but I really want to finish this Dark Matter quest. That's really, there we go, there's a headshot. That's really what I've got my jimmies all set up to be rustled for. I'm hyped, I can do it, I'm close today. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I realistically think I can do it. I know I can get diamond pistols today, that's not an issue. The real issue is, will there be enough time left over for me to get the diamond? Look at this. Wasting headshots. Will there be enough time for the diamond headshot? Diamond knife. Justin Lane, nice to see you there in the chat. One of the more recent sponsors, and yes, the badge was used. Jackson Cates, thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate it. Chaos Theory, I do like this game. Yeah, man, the grind is almost over. Deadpool class, dual wield MR6, 2 tomahawks, blast suppressor, and gung ho. That's pretty much a Deadpool class. How would you feel, T the Kid X7, how would you feel if Activision opened up a poll every month to get community feedback on what should be nerf buffed, etc.? I think that would be a terrible idea. You know why? Because the community just... It's, I'm trying to read messages and not play. The COD community is always interesting about the things that they want, you know. Think so. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, dude, I have launchers done already. The COD community, if you listen to them... There's so many, like, the Gorgon would have been nerfed, actually did get nerfed in the beginning of this game. Hey, what do you... This whole thing relies on me being sneaky, and it pretty much relies... I know you've got a ripper. I'm not going to charge you guys. Like, I'm just not going to do that. You ripped me once, like, seconds ago. I don't know why you think I would do that again. Let's see. You send me a Skype message? Okay, Jose. Ah! No kill. Got him. Oh! Oh! What's going on? Everything is chaos. I don't like this. It's scary! See, killing people is easy. I can't wait till the headshot challenges are done, and it's just like, kill people with no attachments, kill people with no perks. That I think I've got under control. All this stuff I don't really have nearly as under control. There we go. Getting some more headshots in. I think they know I'm here. They should. No? Well, somehow the potato doesn't. That's alright. Gotta love the spuds. Now it's time for me to camp, try to get more headshots out of this. Oh, crap. I'm out of ammo! Alright, fisticuffs, go! Go, fisticuffs! I gotta do something, man. Thank you for subbing Visceral Impact. I indeed appreciate it. And Jose, I will check the Skype after this game. New sponsor, the Goldberg 21. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. Appreciate it. So I'm taking the advice from Exclusive Ace. Exclusive Ace said this was the worst pistol by far to do. So I'm expected for like nightmare mode level challenges here. Hope you guys like that sick move I just did, kind of, sort of. Shut up. Get out of my way. Ah, it got me from the other side, but thank you for sponsoring the channel, Goldberg21. Within 30 seconds, your new sponsor badge and emote should be active. Yeah, I'll just do that. I just don't really want to die here. There we go. Help my team win. Easy peasy victory. Turn my KDR around at the end. Thank you very much, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I actually didn't get a message from Jose. It was from somebody else. Crispy Towel says, Drifter, what would you do if you're a dog for the day? I'd probably lick myself. Good to see you in the chat, Staged. And Brendan Hess, better known as Fireside Lemons. Nice to see you, Jordan Harris and Mr. Thiago. Mr. Thiago, man, I'm sorry. I know you're at work, but now is just a really convenient time for me. Yep, rocket launchers are sexy. Rocket launchers are done. Thank goodness. That was the first thing I got. Diamond, new sponsor, John Savellos. Thank you for sponsoring John Savellos. I appreciate it. And Cyndaquil Lover and Whopper with Chiz. Good to see you guys in the chat. So, back when the game first came out, like day one, week one, I got diamond launchers. And funny story, I usually don't care for camo. This is the first COD I've ever really wanted a camo in. So, for diamond launchers, I was just a big fan. I was very pro XM53, very pro Black Cell. I know you guys probably hate me because all your streaks are getting shot down. But I wanted to prove how valuable they were, so I went on a rocket launching spree, and I got diamond launchers before I got anything else diamond. If I can make a class here, maybe. Got all these kind of troll classes. Yeah, so I can go to my launchers. I've had this thing diamond for like 3 months. It was actually very difficult. I had to play a lot of different... I had to lose some games just so that the streaks would come up. New sponsor, Jack Lewis. Thank you for sponsoring, man. I appreciate it. Nice to see you, Trevor. Nice to see you, Airborne SVG, too. Good to have sponsors in here. Hello, Drew. Hi. Thoughts on Marzin? Who's my favorite Marvel character? Oh, that's... I like new dramatic Captain America. I think new dramatic Captain America is very nice. Thank you for sponsoring, Gamer Guy. I appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of mobile comments rolling in right now. I got a lot of people asking for shout out. LMG headshot tips. I think elo sight is the way to go in camping. If you go prone, it reduces recoil very significantly, which is beneficial to you. And I find it easiest to get headshots with the elo sight, so that is my most honest recommendation. Adrian, I am neither a blood nor a crip. I'm a really pasty white guy that plays Call of Duty while wearing Ninja Turtle pajamas. Actually, I don't have those on. I'm naked right now from chest down. But again, thank you for sponsoring. Jack Lewis, appreciate it. Marzelin has subscribed. Anthony Piedmont, been a while since I've seen you, man. Luis Nova, nice checkmark emote. I haven't seen that one before. A lot of people liking Iron Man. Dingo headshots. Dingo is kind of easy. You want to run stock and quick raw and laser sight, and you actually kind of want to run up in people's face and just spam. We're not doing the wrench just yet. We are doing the glorious RK5. Got a $3 donation. Let me check that one out from Easy. It says, hey Drifter, I'm stuck between the Elite AX800 and A50s for my Xbox One. And will be Mixamp Pro work with the A50? You know my life. Oh no no no! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! There went my rush. That was a mess. That's what I get. Easy as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, there's no new A50s coming, and I need to get back on track here because I'm playing terribly, and that robot is moving really fast. You know I'm sponsored by Astro, so I'm supposed to recommend their stuff whenever I get the chance. I'm not bound to it, thank goodness. I actually don't know about the other headsets. I've literally never used them. All I can tell you is that I do like my A50s. If, the other ones are way cheaper and you're on a budget, just save your money and do that. That's something I can say. Be reasonable, no need to be wasteful. I like my A50s. They get about 20 hours of battery life, and... let's see, where else? Where are my dingleberries? There's a dingleberry right there. They get about 20 hours of battery life. I've had mine for, oh gosh, going on a year plus now. On PlayStation 4, battery life has shrunk down to about 18 or 19 hours, so it has gone down a little bit, but not a big significant wear. Still pretty happy with them. Like that I just plug them into the PC via USB and run them that way. No idea where the bad guys are. Just kind of waiting to shoot somebody here. Come on, baddies. Where y'all at? I haven't seen you in a while. The only downside to the Astro, pretty much anything, price. Astro stuff's expensive. Really is. I think it's nice. I think it's worth it. Not everybody agrees. Some people are very utilitarian when it comes to their gear. And I think we're about to die. Patrick DeCellis, thank you for sponsoring, man. I appreciate it. And I have just about bronzed this up. I gotta... That's what's crazy about this gun. Like, I get a headshot. Yeah, and the hoodies will ship to England. They definitely will. But Patrick DeCellis, thank you. I got a headshot on that guy right there. But if you're not at point blank range with this gun, it just doesn't do it. Dreamin' Cyrus, good to see you. Thank you for supporting Crossman. I think he loves you. I think he is in love with you. My overheat, I think vanilla G Fuel would be gross. I think that would be super grody, man. I think that would, I think that would end up tasting like Slim Fast. I just don't think. Josh C, so far my favorite DLC weapon has got to be the sword, with the crossbow being a close second. The sword is just pure style points. Love it. Crossbow is probably the more functional of the multiple weapons, but... Oh, is this guy... Are you still alive up here? Did he kill all my teammates? No, my teammates got him, which is good. Ah, I need headshots, guys! You gotta share the bad guys. Calm down. There we go. Ah, no headshot. What the... Oh, no, 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 no! There we go. Use Ripper. Now, Ripper doesn't help me get dark matter, man. I wish I could use Ripper. Ripper is infinitely better, I think. Well, not infinitely, but I mean, everything has its uses, right? But I'm a big Ripper fangirl. I could use the Ripper. I could do some good work with the Ripper, but, let's see if I can do this correctly. Oh, nope, nope. They were expecting me. Blake Zella, unfortunately, you can't join me on Skype. I keep that one a little bit exclusive because you can pull IPs and stuff off of that. But if you just want to join the game, you're welcome to join in progress off of people in the lobby or whatever, you know. That's not a big deal to me. I mean, so far, I've been doing this on PlayStation for a long time. Nashio, nice to see you, man. And I've only actually had one bad experience with PlayStation subs. Just one, and that was on one of the last streams. I complained about it, and the guy changed his behavior and fixed it. I was very impressed. Very happy with PlayStation users so far. Or maybe it's just my subscribers in general. You guys have been good to me. Nope, nope, behind you, behind you, behind you. Oh, no headshots. This is... Okay, I did not get very many headshots this round. Talk about your first world problems. Chris Zurita, nice to see you. Ripper with sword. See, I think the issue if you run Ripper with your melee weapons... Oh, this is nice. Good job. Where's the Squat Sasquatch? Good job, Randy. Is that people see you with the melee weapon, and they already start backing up to avoid you, you know? So when they're already avoiding you, you're kind of setting yourself up for a bad situation for the Ripper, and they're already expecting to have to deal with melee. I think it works much better if you take something like kinetic armor or overdrive, or even fire break's awesome little no spammy ability here. That works tremendously better with anything melee, in my opinion, just because it disables them. The Goldberg 21, nice to see you. When am I going to stream again with Legion? I'm not quite sure. I don't have it planned per se. I do know that Legion and I are doing a charity stream sometime soon. It's going to be Gamers for a Cause, and the goal is that we raise money so that, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to feel really stupid if this is wrong, but me and Legion are flying to Memphis. I'm very fortunate that Astro is going to cover the flight and hotel, which they're doing. It's all a tax write-off, so that's fine. And we're going to stream and try and raise money for the special golf carts. I think it's for disabled kids. There's like a park next to the hospital, and the issue is that oh, you want Doge Cam? I'll turn Doge Cam on at the end of this game, because we do have Dogs here ready to go. Is that the kids can't, like, get to the park, right? They just... They have limited mobility or whatever, and they can't enjoy themselves, and some of them don't need to be walking and stuff like that. So the idea here is that we get golf carts so that we can just kind of drive the kids around, and they can see feed the ducks, and you know, do park stuff, I guess. It's a quality of life thing. It's not a cure for cancer. It's not going to fix everything, but the idea is it improves quality of life. And I've spent a lot of time in a that guy just shreked me. Yeah, Brendan Huss likes Scuff better. I like Scuff too. I gotta get a new controller. I broke mine because I'm an idiot. I don't know. I think I shocked it. I sit here and I stream with a little blanket, and I think the static electricity just shocked it into oblivion. It really kind of sucks. Yeah, so I've spent a lot of time in the hospital, and one thing that was really important to me, quality of life, especially when you're a kid and you have nothing to do. This is the 90s, right? So this is before Game Boy was, like, good. Oh no, that was a huge that was a huge fail. I thought he was... Anthony Cabrera, I'm not going to be getting a haircut anytime soon. I remember sitting there day after day after day with nothing to do. I brought my N64, but I was not able to hook it up. And I brought a bunch of movies from home. I remember I brought the movie Aliens, the 1986 movie, I think it was, with Michael Biehn and who was that other guy? Oh gosh, he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. recently. Forget his name. He was in Predator as well. He was in so many 80s movies. I remember watching that with my neurosurgeon while we were discussing things. Kind of fun. Kind of surprising to see that he was an Aliens fan. Or that we could both quote lines from the movie, which was very interesting. Got a huge donation there that I'm going to read in just a second. A little bit busy shrekking people with the pistol, and now I'm dead. But I'm going to finish this story, and I'll move on to the donation, sir. You have not been forgotten. The issue was that I had nothing to do. I had books, and I had, like, my mom bought me these, like, science books, like, when that was a thing. This is pre-internet, right? So, I remember there's a model train, but I got so injured that I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. So even if I did have something to do or somewhere that I wanted to go, I couldn't go. I couldn't do anything. Like, there was just no hope. So having a golf cart or park or just somehow able to get outside would be fantastic. So I'm going to go and I'm going to stream. I think it's in like 3 weeks or something. Going to promote it here on the channel. And don't get me, like, these streams are not about earning donation money. Believe it or not, despite what Reddit says. That one is going to be. I'm going to shamelessly whore on that one. Dotsy90, thank you for sponsoring. Good to see you there, man. I think you sponsored on the last stream, didn't you? If I'm not mistaken. Trying to get you to know you, man. Try to remember as many people as possible. It's kind of crazy. I got on Twitch last night, and there was a guy who I have not seen in a year that used to come to my Twitch streams, and he said he just didn't do YouTube gaming. It was a little sad, but I still remembered him. We were able to kind of catch up on the other conversations. I try really hard. It doesn't always work. All right, let me get to that donation since I'm flubbing this up. Actually, 2 of them. I think I missed one. Zach Bob 2012 donated $5. Says, hey, Drifter, I love your videos. Been around since Black Ops 2 in-depth. Always go to you for them, for your advice. And how do you sponsor on YouTube? Thank you very much, man. I think I butchered your... Oh, wait, what? I think I butchered your message a little bit reading it live. That's not always my best skill, so I apologize there. But Zach Bob, you got to go to YouTube Gaming, which is either YouTube Gaming on the desktop site or the YouTube Gaming mobile site. They both have these big green sponsor buttons with $signs. Google is shameless about it. That's how you do it if you want to do that. But if you don't, that's no worries. And Brenton, I don't know if that's Brendan or Brenton or Ben10. Oh, did not get a headshot there either. Says, hey, Drift, I'm 23 and I've been with the channel for a while. I'm a huge supporter of your in-depth videos. Most informative channel by far. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Also, do story time of the day. The one where your buddy ate your doo-doo was hilarious. I'll keep on the hospital train, Brenton. It's a little bit more of a downer. They rocking up with these gravity spikes today. But I think there's a funny story out of it, Brenton, as per your request. So when I first got diagnosed, my diagnosis was brain tumor, right? It's like every 10-year-old's dream to have a brain tumor, right? No, of course not. It's terrifying. I remember the optometrist said I had all of the symptoms of a brain tumor, and that it was not his place to do a formal diagnosis, so he decided to send me to the hospital to get an MRI and a CAT scan and all this kind of stuff. But they just told me, like, look, my grandma was there. Told my grandma that, like, your grandson probably has a brain tumor, and, like, by the size of it, it's huge. He's like, oh, well, thanks, doctor who can't give a diagnosis. Panda Hacker just sponsored the channel. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Gotta clean you guys out. Get off my robot. Whoops. I got a new sponsor from _Milner. Man, I can't do this while I'm live here. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, Ollie Milner. Okay, got a donation. I'll read that in a second. I got to finish story time first. Thank you for sponsoring Panda Hacker and Rob the Rogue Gamer. Kind of crazy to do this all on the fly, but anyway, Grandma cried. I was scared, but I tried my best, even at 10, to take this from the logical standpoint. I knew about some treatments and stuff. I was a well-read little kid, right? That's what you got to do. Just got to be sneaky and get these. There we go. Policia camo. That's my headshot challenge. I'm just going to go see if I can fist somebody. I want to see how good I can do with these fisticuffs here. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay. Got to move on to the next gun for headshot challenges. I did end up getting, it was not a brain tumor, it was a pseudo tumor, but I remember when my mom found out, she, as she should have, as any good mother should have, panicked. She got the very first flight from Dallas to Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't mean the first that day, I don't mean the first convenient one, I mean the first flight within minutes of getting to the airport. Again, this is the 90s where you can just walk up to the terminal, and she got some tiny little plane, and it just so happened, I kid you not, that, but again, thank you for sponsoring. Let me read that name. I try to shout you guys out when I can. Rob the Rogue Gamer. There were too many fat people getting on the airplane. And I'm not joking, like, for some random reason, in the whole world, there was a disproportionate amount of obese people getting on this one tiny plane going from Jackson to Mississippi. Why, I don't know. But there were so many, like, whales on the plane that the pilot said he refused to take off. Thank you for sponsoring LSM88. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. And they were offering... What was it? They were offering people, you know, different flights, free flights, early execution are nice to see. Yeah, pseudo tumor, totally different. And nobody would do it. They didn't want to leave. They all wanted their flights. And my mom was getting livid. She was about to lose her mind and kill somebody because she had to come see her baby who had a tumor. New sponsor, LSM88. Thank you very much, sir. Good to see you. It's the Roar. And I remember, like, they asked, she said some fat guy asked her to leave, and she just, like, blew up on him and just gave him the whole, like, guilt trip about me and needing medical attention and all this kind of stuff. It was pretty rough, actually. And at the end of the day, what she said is that all of the skinny people got off the plane, and that all of the larger people stayed on the plane, which is very confusing. I'm gonna take this. I like this one. I think I have to get challenges for long shots, 50 kills without any attachments, and 50 kills without any perks. I can double up on that one, but for now we're going to be doing Elcar 9 headshots. And she said, like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 skinny people got off the plane, and then they decided she could fly, so she came to see me. I thought that was crazy. New sponsor, Paul Fitzgerald. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Can you sponsor, dude? It happens. It just happens. I try to... Oh, yeah, Dogcam, guys. I forgot about that. Let me turn on this shameless Ask Drifter thingy here. And the Dogcam. He should be asleep over there. Come on, Dogcam. Turn on. He left. No, it just needs to resync. Let me resync the Dogcam real quick. Dogcam, activate. And there he is. I'll have to configure this. Come on. You don't need to do that. Turn off autofocus. There we go. Dogcam is enabled, and I did have a donation that I should read, but thank you, Paul Fitzgerald. I appreciate it, man. Ollie Milner, 4 minutes ago, donated $3. Says, keep up the good work, Drifter. Just wondering, my scuff thumbsticks are playing up after only having it for 2 weeks. What should I do? You should 100% contact scuff support. I think that's 100% what you should do. I know they have a 3-month warranty, and 2 weeks is admittedly BS. If your product is messing up after 2 weeks, you got to get that fixed. Don't wait around. Don't play games. Send them an email right now. Tell them exactly what's wrong. Tell them you want it fixed. Latibra, good to see you, man. And tell them exactly how you want it fixed. You say you want it fixed, you want a replacement, you want to do repair, whatever it is that you want to do. Oh, man, I've got the wrong gun. I'm supposed to be getting headshots with this other one. There we go. Yeah, you got to tell them to do that, because if you don't, they're not going to, like, come to your house and fix it for you, right? I don't think they're a bad company, but they're not going to just be like, they're not just going to call you up tomorrow and be like, what are we going to do about this, bro? No, they're going to do nothing until it's time. What in the boss? Why did that guy not die? New sponsor, Nixie, thank you very much. And Carfugo wants to know, donated $5, says, hey, Drifter, not sure if you remember, but I asked about weapons you'd like to see in the next game. I meant to ask what weapons you would like to, would put in. What weapons do you think? What am I trying to read here? I meant to ask, what weapons do you think, / what you'd like to see Treyarch put into the next game? Well, I think crypto key gambling should be a big one, and again, thank you for sponsoring Nixie. I gotta get my headshot train back on track here. Oh, what? Kills isn't so hard. Getting headshots is much trickier. Much trickier. I would love to see crypto key gambling or wager matches return. I think that's something big missing from COD. And at this point, like, I've come to accept that the RNG nonsense is here to stay. Reddit hates me for that, but it doesn't appear to be changing anytime soon. However, there is a good headshot. If we're going to have RNG, we can at least get some of the good Counter-Strike-y features, like an after-marketplace kind of deal, so that we can trade RNG, so that we can... I'm going to die over here, and I know it. Yep. Come on. Nope, I got a headshot out of that somehow. I would like to be able to trade in my weapons for... didn't get it. For cash money. I would like to be able to purchase weapons for other... Imagine how much easier in-depth would be if, say, there was a marketplace, and I wanted to review the Marshall 45, or, you know, whatever in the world. Instead of having to open up God only knows how many supply drops and fight to try and do it, I could just go straight to the marketplace and pay somebody, one of you guys, some amount of money for it if you didn't want it. You guys could get your return on investment, and I think that would be really nice. I also think it would be nice to have less game impacting options, like more cosmetics and less non-cosmetics. Picking up some more headshots. I gotta get this Bravo flag. I do want to win. I don't like losing on stream. Yeah, random number generators. Okay, there we go. There we go. This guy, get that guy. Call this in. Waste my everything. Just get ready for some headshots here. That's all I can do. Or they're all gonna be on the exact opposite side over here. Nope, nope, come on! Just got wobbly recoil. Best customer service I had was SteelSeries, says Latibra. Glad to hear that, man. Got some more donations rolling in. I need to take care of that. I will read all of these on my next life. I have learned that micromanaging multiple windows and trying to play COD is a very bad mix. It just doesn't pan out. Got to come over here. Never push straight forward. Somebody's going to come around the backside and try and get me, but they came in my backside. All right. Yeah, if we're going to have RNG, I think the RNG system needs an overhaul. I think it needs to be a more user-friendly Valve-ish RNG. And Tebsy96 dropped $3. Thank you, man. Says, just got my new scuff, and... oh, man, I'm getting stunned. You know, we're just going to keep on going this way. This is a good spot for headshots if I don't die. Just got my new stuffs. Any tip on getting used to it? Finding it a tad hard to adjust? It is a tad hard to adjust. It's a little easier for me just because I've been doing it forever, right? I think I'm on Team Tater here. Hope they'll either sweet potatoes. No, I'm not doing great either. What can I complain? I'm getting pistol headshots. Half of this is my fault. I found that it works really good in this game to run the parkour routes, like the free run routes, because once you can master the free run routes with your scuff, which is primarily, the biggest benefit is jumping and dodging and wall running and stuff. Once you can do that, everything else is going to get tremendously easier. And doing the parkour routes is going to teach you, at the end of the day, how to do just about everything else. Like, it's going to teach you how to wall run with the scuff, how to slide with it, how to aim with it, how to do all this on the fly with it, and that's definitely the way to go. Tom Davis, nice to see you. Paul Fitzgerald, man. Glad you can learn some stuff. I hope you're able to learn from some things here on the stream, even if it's just learning from my mistakes. I think this guy's just spamming over here. Oh. Shy! Biscuits, come on. You're losing this round. Okay, well, we do have Bravo. I'm going to attempt to help hold it for my team here. And that didn't work at all. And now there's a bajillion baddies on B, and we are definitely going to lose that one. There's not much I can do about it now because I've spawned out because I took the risky jump in to try and kill people. Be greedy and get more headshots. I'm going to see if I can knock it. Quick scope, but I'll get killed by the RK5. I'm just going to have to hold this one down. I guess I'll just wait for my ability to charge back up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get many more kills here this round just because of the setup, unfortunately. That's okay. I think I got a donation from Hayden, the glorious man who's editing stream highlights. I think that's the Hayden we're talking about here. Oh! That would have charged it up. See what you got to say, Hayden. I got an itchy nose here. Hayden says, going to head to bed, have a good stream. Knife isn't that hard. It just takes a while to get the bloodthirsty medals. Thank you, Hayden, man. Appreciate the support. Hope you have fun editing the stream highlights. And, yeah, bloodthirsty medals. Got a lot to do with that. Riley Griffin wants me to tell a story. And, Goldberg21, what are your thoughts on the Gauntlet map? I think the Gauntlet map's really good, except I think the... if you're spawning, I think A-side, I think the far right is really wasted. Like, the street urban area is really, really boring compared to the forest and snow areas. Like, it's just, it's garbage, okay? Like, I really like the map. I like the idea of the map. I like a dozen different things about it. But it just doesn't hold up compared to the other areas. Like, the snow area, I think, is very well designed. The forest area is interesting, but it fits that style of map. I have to pick my nose while I'm down here. I'm going to get my ball sniped off, and I know it. I'm so going to get shot in the back. But I got this, and I got my heat wave ready, so maybe I can come over here and just spook somebody around Alpha, and I'm going to get beat down. Yep, wasted the heat wave. Think so, says Docam. Now, I try to do Docam only, but oh, I left that big advert thing up. Let me take that off. Oh, man, I forgot all this stuff. You turn all this stuff off. Why did I leave that on? No wonder people. I was like, why did I lose 200 viewers all of a sudden? Oh, that's because you had a giant advertisement and a dog camera going on, and I'm getting knifed on stream, and it's not ideal, but that's pistols for you, you know? This left side's still the way to go. Raptor, nice to see you. Weirdest thing I've seen in public? Let's see. Is that what he said? Okay, weirdest thing I've seen in public, something that Raptor wants to know. I actually saw this in Hollywood, California, the Los Angeles area, and for those of you that are familiar with the area, you probably know that Hollywood is just a very special place full of special people, right? Got a headshot out of it. I'm happy. I'm going to go ahead and take this while they grab Charlie, charge up my fire break, and get ready for another headshot. Alright, so I'm just walking around, right? I stayed in a very nice hotel. Thank you for the donation, Bare Naked Ninja. I'm going to finish this story, and I'll move on to your donation. So I stayed in a super nice hotel. I think it was like the one by the... Oh, it's not charged up. It's not charged up. I don't know why I thought it was charged up, because I'm bronze. It was the one by the Hollywood Theater, right? Like the big touristy one right there in downtown by the Hollywood Walk of Fame, okay? And... I'm walking downtown. Gotta go up, because I know they're right there. Didn't get it. Walking downtown. Now immediately behind the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the theater, there's like a much more ghetto area and hotel. And then there's this awesome little restaurant that sells Cantonese Chinese food, hamburgers, corn dogs, and artisanal donuts. I personally had artisanal donuts for breakfast that day, but so I'm walking around. New sponsor, Bare Naked Ninja 1. Thank you for sponsoring the channel, man, and for the donation. I appreciate it. Very much so appreciated. So I'm in public, right? And this dude walks up next to me. He's about 6'5", so he's a really big guy, and oh, very nice where Sasquatch. He's a black guy too. That's, I don't know, you guys are probably interested in that. Bald head, so he kind of looks like, I don't know, kind of like a slightly smaller Shaq. Like this really huge, jacked up, tall black dude with a bald head. And I'm sitting there thinking, actually I didn't think anything of it because it's Hollywood, right? But he's talking super loud on a cell phone. Again, not something abnormal for Hollywood. But we're walking the same direction and we have to walk that way for a little bit. So I figure I'll just listen in. And as I walk, this guy starts taking his clothes off. He's stripping. He's legit stripping his clothes off as we walk, okay? Picking up one headshot. Gonna camp over here. And this dude's like walking on the phone, just talking super loud, and the clothes are coming off, right? Shirt's coming off, pants are coming off, everything's coming off. It's weird, but it gets interesting, and I'm like, okay, so what's stripping naked giant man talking about? I'm gonna kind of eavesdrop on his conversation. This dude is talking about operational efficiencies. He's talking about marginal pricing, manufacturing in China, and all sorts of really, really complicated stuff. He's talking about trade and tariffs. He's talking about just setting up his manufacturing business differently for, man, I got a lot of donations coming in for like all this different complicated stuff. And I listen in and I figure this guy is actually the owner of a solar power, like solar panel manufacturing company. And he has, for some reason, decided to take a lot of drugs. And he's in downtown Hollywood, California. And he's like tripping balls. Like this guy is probably a multi-millionaire. And he is tripping balls so hard, he's conducting business on the phone while, while stripping in Hollywood. And you're saying, well, are you sure he's not just a homeless guy? Because anybody can talk some nonsense. Well, anybody can, but I've got an engineering degree and an MBA, and the nonsense he was talking wasn't made up. It was real stuff. Like, it was legit things. He was talking about solar, the capacitors and the battery issues and all the, like, the latitudes that you set the panels at and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, holy crap, this guy's really smart. Why is he on this many drugs? Why is his clothes coming off? Somebody please call this man's handler. I don't even know. It's crazy. Let me get to those donations that rolled in so I can kind of read those live. Bare Naked Ninja. Says, hey Drifter, I don't know if you're aware or if it's already been brought to you, but you can no longer abuse the Varix glitch to get long shot medals. Do you have any alternatives for easier long shots as range seems massive? Believe it or not, Suppressor does work. I think Suppressor makes it a little bit harder because it hurts your damage, but it does cut the overall range required. Suppressor definitely works. My hair is coming out over here. I'll stuff my hair back in. Yeah, Suppressor works, and other than that, for some guns, it's extremely hard. I'm kind of sad that they fixed that glitch because on something like the Shiva that's got really awesome range, it's incredibly difficult. If I'm not mistaken, I think long barrel actually increases the range that it takes to get those shots. So that's very difficult. If they've patched that, I don't have any great suggestions, man. I'm going to tell you to go with Suppressor. Suppressor cuts like 10% of the range. I don't know why I have that red thing on stream. I hope you guys can't see that. I'm not running it very well here today. Jeremy Dimitrician, also a sponsor, whose name I can barely pronounce properly, says, my girlfriend says you look like Paul Dano. I do not know who Paul Dano is, but okay. I hope that's a compliment. And which presidential candidate are you currently siding with? Well, we're still in primaries. Oh, are you most siding with? Very, very clever question right there. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Nope, all good. So I'm prepared for a massive wave of unsubscription, guys. Get ready. The person that I currently agree the most with, Bernie Sanders. I'm feeling the burn. Do I agree with everything? No, not by a long shot, not even remotely. But I agree with most of his proposals. He's got some that aren't so great. For instance, he put out his entire economic plan, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. So I took the time to read through it and the research PDFs where applicable. I don't like Aquarium. I'm gonna keep this a little bit of variety up here. See what we got. Integer, we'll save the integer camo. Let's see if I have any fancier camo for it. Ice, we're gonna do ice camo. Ice camo's been fixed. It looks way sexier now. I'm gonna turn this Doge cam back on quickly between these games. So Bernie Sanders has an issue. He put it all out, like all 10 points. Got some good ones. Repair the infrastructure in the United States. That's great. That's something that we need to do. It's something we should have done ages ago. Downside is it's incredibly expensive and we're just about broke right now. He says you can pay for it by increasing taxes on a specific type of trading. Unfortunately, when you do that, it's going to decrease trade volume. That's something that President George Bush I, I feel, did properly, is he significantly decreased these taxes. These were seen as tax breaks for the wealthy and shafting poor people, but it made it much easier to trade so that stocks and companies could trade faster with less penalty, and therefore the price could be more accurate and reflective. He says by increasing that, volume will go down, but it'll pay for it. Free college for everyone, I think, is a terrible idea. Hillary's got a stronger plan there. Student loan debt's a big issue. Student loan debt is going to soon surpass mortgage debt in the United States as the primary debt in the United States. And it's a giant bubble, and it's crushing young people. It is crushing millennials, which is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Bernie says free college for everybody, and the government's going to pay for it. I don't think this is going to work, because there's a lot of spots if you guys want to join right now. I don't think this is going to work, because then you get grade inflation. Way back in the day, in the 40s and 50s, a high school education was good, and that was standard for job. Now it's garbage. Even now, a bachelor's or a 4-year college degree isn't as impressive as it used to be. Empty obsession. Nice to see you right there. Yeah, the fulcrum of Sanders. So giving a free college to everybody means that it's worthless. If everybody can go to college for free, then it's just going to become the new high school diploma, and it won't matter. You'll have people with 4-year college degrees flipping burgers, and that doesn't help anything.
Domination.
I know a lot of you guys might not like that. You like free college, but the free college won't help you if everybody does it. And at the end of the day, we have to have low-wage workers. That's a big thing. What else did he have? He had some... I had read this whole thing the other day. Basically, how I feel about Bernie Sanders, I like him because I feel he's probably one of the most honest candidates, the most genuine and well-meaning, even if not everything is perfect. The issue is that most of the things that he's suggesting are things that we do need and are pretty good ideas, but that we can't pay for. They're things that we have needed since like the 90s, but nobody followed up on. Like if we'd come in and used Bill Clinton's giant surplus and paid for all this stuff, it'd probably work fine. Can we afford it now? I don't know. Can we afford not to have it? I don't know. It's rough. It's a difficult decision. So that's a big issue. You know, he's not taking super PAC money or anything like that, so that's a big deal. Not a big Hillary fan at all, even though the policies are similar. I dislike the person very much. Not a big fan of the Trumpler. On the Republican side, not a fan of too many people, though I do surprisingly like Bush. Carson and Rubio and Ted Cruz are not really my homies, so to speak. So no, it's issues. It's difficult. It's difficult decisions, and I need to stop this nonsense of talking here because I'm 1 in 5 on stream. It's kind of embarrassing. I need to find a good setup. Whoa, 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 Vonderlag! Didn't get a headshot. Ah. Oh, God dang it. If I don't get out of my spawn, I'm getting nowhere on this map. I'm using pistols only. So, if I can get out of my spawn, seems like I'm not the only one getting slaughtered here. No, it's a... Hey, Jay Novak, it's good to see you. But no, it's a big issue. Like, they're... I don't know, it's things that need to be done, but can we afford it? I don't know, man. It's scary. Some people say he's going to tank the economy. Other people think that by restoring, you know, middle wage income, he'll save it. It's a big issue. I think it's a big issue. I'm going to register to vote soon. I'm going to do a video on voting. Let's see if I can be sneaky. And I know I got a donation that I should be reading, but I'm trying to save my gameplay. I try to have streams of Drifter, you know, plays the game and not just answers really difficult questions about the economy while barely managing to kill people. Let's see if I can get Uno. See if I can get Dose. Well, that's not the dose I wanted. I'll just kill you. I don't really... I know I can't get a headshot off you. Oh, no. New sponsor, Sean Carlisle's. Nice to see you, man. Thank you for sponsoring. Current president doesn't know that much either. Yeah. Early Executioner dropped $10 5 minutes ago. Says, does the information in your old video, how to aim better than ever before, for Black Ops 2 apply to Black Ops 3? In my opinion, not as well. If you wanted to do that, I think the MR6 would probably be the way to go. There we go, picking up another headshot. Thank goodness. And future COD games, it applies better for boots on the ground games. There's a lot more to do with this game with advanced movement and things than there are with aiming sometimes. Oh gosh, there we go. Let's see if this guy knows I'm here. Up, is anybody up here? Huh? Oh, oh. Ah, we lost Bravo. I pushed around too far. Thank you for the compliment. I do indeed to keep up the excellent work. If you want to learn how to aim better in this game, I think you should focus on better movement. I think better movement would work. Empty Obsession wants to know about Austrian economics. I don't like Austrian economics. For the simple reason is that they rely too heavily on everything being unknowable. Like, Austrian economics is about saying that you don't know everything about the market. It's kind of impossible to predict, regardless of what anybody says. And Austrian economics will also say that extreme deregulation is good. While they're right that deregulation does tend to make more money, that's true, they hold very firmly to this belief that almost any metric or data is not valid because of how complicated or complex markets are. And if you believe that no data is valid, then that's like saying the rules are made up and nothing matters because we don't care. Like, okay, so if there's no data, then how can you say if what you're doing is working or not? Like, that's something that I don't like about Austrian economics. DJ Von Place, thank you for sponsoring. Appreciate it. Cross, I don't know. I think Left Shark should be in the Super Bowl too. Left Shark is my homie. I have no idea why my nose is itching so much this stream. Sorry to hear that, my overheat, man. Yeah, Rand Paul is nice. A new sponsor, FaZe Boosie. FaZe Boost just sponsored the channel. Let me reload this and make sure I haven't missed anybody. All sponsors today. Bond Play, Sean Carlisle's Bare Naked Ninja, Paul Fitzgerald, LSM, Rob, Panda Hacker. Good, we're all up to date. I didn't miss anybody. Sometimes it doesn't load people. That kind of irritates me, actually. Good to see you across. Mr. Piedmont, some sponsor hype. Ah, no headshots. I'm gonna get this. No, I do like some other things about the Burn. He's a fan of legalizing marijuana, which I'm a fan of. And he wants to increase support for veterans, which is kind of unusual because Republicans are usually more about that. ZachBob212, thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. I appreciate it. So it's all good stuff, but I've got my concerns. I'm not 100% on board with anybody. Luke Shaw, you have been noticed, man. You've been noticed. I could probably be okay with, now that Trump is losing, I could probably be okay with the other Republicans. Like, that wouldn't really bother me. The moderates are much more moderate this year, which is good. And don't really like Hillary, mostly because of the data scandal. That's like a really legit federal crime. And that's what a lot of people are focusing on, is the email server thing. You probably see that on the news like crazy. But I think the bigger scandal that nobody's really paying attention to is the Hillary as the Clinton fund, the charity scandal. So basically they set up this charity fund, man. We are losing like crazy now. And the idea was that people would donate money to this fund, and this fund would go to, I don't know, like curing AIDS in Africa and like some stuff like that, right? What ended up happening, though, is that at a certain point, they decided to withdraw all the money from this fund and donate it to her campaign. So, like, a huge portion of her campaign money was supposed to come from this, like, charity fund. And I think that's absolutely deplorable. Not a very good, you know, attribute for a leader. So, big disappointment there. Thank you, Alex Gonzalez, man. I appreciate it. Do indeed, and plan to keep up the good work. I finished an in-depth earlier today on the MX Garand. Cross was nice enough to supply the gameplay, so I didn't have to open up any more drops or whatever. And I have all of the gameplay for the Outrider in-depth. I have some very good TDM gameplay. I decided to change it up and play TDM because I'm always doing like Dom and Ground War and stuff like that. And I've had some people tell me that this new Drifter is changing too much and that old Drifter would play more objective games, so I'm going to do that. I'm working on Outrider right now, which for me, not Outrider, Ruin, which means a lot of, we got to go up here. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. But which for me means more CTF and Uplink because of his overdrive ability. Overdrive's really fun for TDM too. I got some really nice knife sprees for in-depth, so that should be good. Got one or two funny clips to include. Just haven't edited yet, you know. And we are getting murdered. We are getting murdered. That's okay, I'm gonna stick with it. Think I'm a teammate, don't you? Just because I'm over here, you're an idiot. Oh, nice knife. Good night, good job, buddy. Thank you, teammate. Let's do it. Nope, let's get out of here. Picked up a Bloodthirsty at least. Now, the Trumpler and Hillary are pretty different. I did see this interesting thing Bill O'Reilly was talking about, who is hardly ever the voice of reason, but he was completely correct. He was saying some stuff like, Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump are the same person. They both appeal to the angriest possible aspects of their bases, the angry left and the angry right. They don't feel that they're represented by the people in their party, and he's completely correct in that assumption. That's truth. As Keemstar would say, that's facts. I'll get this headshot. Yes, got another headshot. Blind Eagle, your senpai has noticed you, sir. Drop the nuclear. Oh, dude. I'm not even going for... If I was going for nuclear, headshots would not be on the menu. If I was going for nuclear... I hope that's a teammate shooting up there. Nope, that's not a teammate. I knew it. I heard that silencer going off, and I thought, I don't see anybody on the map. Nobody uses silencers in this game. Surely it's not going to be a suppressor user. It's got to be one of my teammates. I'm going to get shotgunned by the Argus. And no, I am indeed not a virgin. That is, if the myth about you can only be turned into a vampire if you're a virgin is true, then when I get bit, I am going to be super duper dead. Do controller cam? Yeah. Not doing controller cam. I'll turn the Doge camera back on if you guys want. So he says I hate gay people. I'm sorry about that, bud. You do you, man. Hey, boom. Let's see if my... Oh, is the camera not live? Nope. Oh, I got it. Well, he's pretty much just sleeping. There we go. So I was like, why is he not moving? Oh, he's asleep. That wouldn't make sense. Derp, 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 derp. Floppy Utter dropped $3. Says, been with you since 100,000 subscribers. Dude, you have been with me since 2012 then. I was living in Mississippi at the time, doing Modern Warfare 3 in depth. Had a fantastic intro for that series. Says, I just wanted you to know you've been my favorite COD YouTuber ever since. Good luck and keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Floppy Utter, and I hope that you continue to support me through this streaming phase. We're picking up a lot of new fans for the stream here. Yeah, Docam's on. Docam hype. I mean, he doesn't do much, but he's there sleeping, doing his doggy stuff, you know. Oh, everything's going kind of crazy here. super busy. Swipe all these notifications. Swipe, 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 swipe. Let's see. 2 crypto keys. I might do a little case opening of crypto keys, not of COD points. Try not to do that. Yeah, I got 34 more to go, and then we can move into the other challenges and progress on forward. Got another donation rolling in from ADHD COD. Okay. Opinions on lowering the voting age? I don't think that's necessary. Voting age is currently set at 18 years old. And I think 18-year-old is plenty young enough to be voting. Bioweapon X. I'm gonna try to stream to Dark Matter tonight. I try to set a soft cap at like 3 hours, but I might go for it. Let's see what's going on here. Cross is sending me a message. Yeah. So at 18 years old, that's the point where you become a full-fledged citizen. I think more realistically, we should be lowering the drinking age or increasing the citizen age. But it needs to be consistent because that's a big issue, I think. It's a freedom issue, really. But at 18 years old, I don't think a lot of people are really, truly ready to be independent. I mean, if you think about it, how many 18-year-olds, when they turn 18, immediately move out of home, get a job, and 100% self-independent? How far are they out of high school, which admittedly isn't the best place to get an education? Will Divine, nice to see you, along with you, Javier, that won the Astros last time.
Safeguard.
So, the issue is that, like, at 18, you're probably not really informed. You're still technically a teenager. And as far as psychology and development goes, the most important thing in your life at that time is usually friends, your social structure, and actually conformity to their agreements. People have done studies on this. You look at young voters, and young voters look at things like who's cool, who's sexy, who are their friends like, who their parents tell them they should be voting for, a lot of crazy stuff like that. And lowering the voting age is actually just going to make this worse. If you think about it, imagine like people that don't have driver's licenses being able to vote. Imagine people that still go to like primary education school, that have teachers and homeschool and study hall and are playing. The people whose the biggest thing in their life is high school football and whether or not they're going to be the prom queen probably don't need to be voting on who we should blow up next, or if we should blow up anyone at all is actually the question we should be asking. I'm probably going to get popped over here. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Come on, headshots, headshots. Headshots, drifty poo, that's what we need before we run out of ammo on this gun. Nope, headshots. We go up. Upsy daisy. No headshots, okay. This is going to get a lot harder. I can burn you. Feel the burn! That's so stupid. Love that saying, though. I think it's kind of funny. Okay, nobody's back here yet. Yet. See if I can sneak up on somebody. Oh, yeah. Slow down. Slow your roll. Oh, he got it. He got it. Up, Sean Carlisle. Forgot to turn off the dog cam again. Let me do that. Another donation. Let me check that one out. Ben 10 says, do you partake in the ganja? No, of course not. We'd never do anything like that around here. Ganja. You guys are silly. What? You mean Bob Marley? Let's change the subject on that one. Anybody playing Roblox? What in the world is Roblox? Sounds kind of like a knockoff lock and load. Lock and load. I'm gonna die. Got a headshot. Squeaked it on out. Let's see if I go prone in the bushes and confuse this guy. I know he's gonna rush me around the corner. I know he's gonna do it. And I rushed him because I'm an idiot, but I got the headshot anyway. Thank goodness. Oh no, there's an arrow guy behind me. I heard him draw the bow back. I heard him draw it. And oh god, my controller's stuck. What happened? Oh no. That was weird. Yeah, like I said, I managed to shock my scuff controller pretty bad, so it's been doing weird things. I gotta go beg him for a new one. Please, guys, I'm a sponsor. Gives me a controller. But it says Deadpool top 10 favorite movies. Not sure about top 10, but it's definitely a good movie. Very good. Everybody's saying Roblox sucks, dude. I got no idea what Roblox is. Oh, come on, controller. You guys can see it. I sit like with this really fuzzy blanket, and I know I've screwed it up, right? Like, I know this is my fault. I feel bad, too, because I don't like this controller. This controller makes me happy. Got another headshot, squeaked it on out. See what's happening here in the donation train. Got a little bit crazy. Got questions about ganja, which is... And we have Rob the Gamer says, hey Drifter, what is your favorite score streak and what score streaks do you use the most? Favorite is definitely the Talon. Man, the Talon is great. Now, they've nerfed it a little bit as far as the cost, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit harder to earn. Second favorite is going to be the AGR, after it's been, not the AGR. What is this stupid thing? Wally? The Cerberus, because the Cerberus has been buffed. That's the second favorite. The ones I use the most, though, are UAV and counter UAV. It's really hard to go wrong with those two. UAV and counter UAV just kind of allow you to just kind of punish your enemies. If you can just keep calling those in, time after time after time, you can just really just give these guys a difficult day because there's nothing they can do about it. And the server crashed. Nothing they can do about it. Like, they'll constantly have to be fooling with the aircraft to deal with you. Krauf dropped 10 bucks and says, I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old, both boys. What age should I let them start playing Call of Duty? I'm going to recommend age about 13, just for both of them probably. About 13 will be fine. I mean, if you think about it, in school, that's the age where they're going to learn to... That's where they're going to start learning the dirty words. That's where they're going to go to middle school, and they're going to learn about, you know, the birds and the bees and adults and, you know, things kind of like that. So that's what I would do. I think that's the best way to go about it. You know, the voice will be improving by then, so they won't be squeaky. They'll understand fake violence and real violence. Definitely don't let the 3-year-old play. I think that mostly the online interaction is the big one. The game itself is actually just kind of like a big action movie. How much do we have to go on this pistol before we move on to the second tier of challenges? And my nose is just on fire. Somebody must be talking about me somewhere. Oz donated $3, says, good evening, Senpai. Really happy I got to catch a stream, even though I should be studying for a marketing exam. You absolutely should be studying for your marketing exam. Shame on you. What are your views on the Iran deal? So many people are mad about it, and I just wanted to know your thoughts. That's complicated as well. Let me make sure I didn't miss any sponsors here. I don't think I did. I'm going to turn my camera off briefly here, because my nose is super duper itchy for some reason. I do not know what's going on. But I definitely don't want a VOD of you guys, like, me picking my nose, because I know that's going to end up on Twitter, and that's no good. That's a big mess. There we go. Fix that. So the Iran deal I was initially for, but then I turned against once I was able to see the outlook of the deal. So Obama got a lot of flack for this deal. I think I'm playing TDM. Yeah. He got a ton of flack. It's like, you should negotiate with these people. They fund terrorists. They're the enemies. Of course, they're not going to abide by the deal. And I was on the opposite side. I was like, no, diplomacy is good. We should use more diplomacy than force. If they dismantle the programs, whatever, yada yada. If they only use it for nuclear energy, that's fine, because nuclear energy is a nice, safe, great kind of energy as far as I'm concerned. And then I saw the deal. Like, so the deal with Iran is, and if I'm remembering this correctly, because it's been like 6 months ago, we have to inform them before we do inspections, right? So like before there's inspections, we have to call in like a week or two ahead of time and say, hey, we're coming to inspect your nuclear facility at, you know, these days. Man, my nose itches super bad today. And then it's okay, and they've got like a week or two to prepare for the inspection. That's a week or two to do literally anything and hide anything, which the whole point is to keep them from getting nuclear weapons. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, in my opinion. And then we also had some stuff like, oh gosh, there were so many stupid provisions like that. Like, they only got inspected so many times a year at so many sites, and it was pretty garbage overall. The idea I got from it would be that we don't go to war, which I guess is good, but as far as actually making sure they don't have nuclear weapons, anybody with even an ounce of cleverness or creativity or devilishness can get around these so-called inspections. They're pretty poor. So overall, I'm against the Iran deal, even though I'm very pro-diplomacy. So, yay, diplomacy and failure in this particular instance. That's how it works. Some JS says America can F off and mind its own business. Well, see, in the land of intercontinental missiles that carry nuclear weapons that can incinerate millions of people, potentially at the hands of a theocracy and/or caliphate, almost everything becomes our business when our citizens could potentially turn to ash over a religious disagreement. Not necessarily the leaders we have now, but the leaders that could be coming. which is the scary thing. Jay Novak, I have mild metal allergies. I have allergies, so I can't have metal on my skin for long periods of time. That's really bad. But no, it's not like pollen or anything. Or the idea is, we got some Arabs making comments here in the chat. Let's see what they're saying. I'm sure they're pretty pissed off. No, I don't listen to Michael Savage. I don't really know who he is. Ideas are complicated these days. Let's see. I mean, it's a big deal, and the kind of same thing in the United States. A lot of people are, and this is actually some mistake that almost everybody makes, regardless of where you live. We give power to popular people. A trustworthy person we enshrine with power because they are so respected and so good at what we do, and we know, we really trust that this person will take care of us. And in many cases that's true, but the method by which we give power is by empowering a position. So we empower somebody trustworthy like, say, Kennedy, right? And Kennedy debatably saved us from a nuclear war, depending on who you want to ask, with this power. Which is a great thing, and if he didn't have that, we'd all be cinders. But it was the position that got the power, so then who inherited it next? Nixon. Well, I don't think hardly any of you would disagree that Nixon wasn't corrupt or, you know, morally questionable at many times, and he abused his power, the same one that we gave to Kennedy to save us. And that's the same kind of issue with the deal with Iran, why we are all up in their business, because Iran now isn't doing anything. Iran is actually one of the more moderate Muslim republics. But what happens if they have a revolution in 20 years and they're sitting on this revolution, another revolution, and there's a stockpile of nuclear weapons? It's a huge issue. Same kind of way like, what is it? There were people that opposed the U.S. Patriot Act. Why? Well, of course the Patriot Act is going to help us bust terrorist asses, but at the same time we're empowering a position and an organization, and that's going to be there forever. So what happens 20 years from now where all the people that were originally using it are gone and somebody else comes in that might just be corrupt? It's really bad. Mr. Prank asks, I do not feel that video game violence causes real violence. Like, 85 to 90% of males currently play video games, so if video game violence caused real violence, there would be like, it would be an apocalypse. Like, it would be like Fallout right now. It would be the end of all times. It would be awful. It would be, you know, atomic. And of course, that's not reality. You look outside and the world isn't over and everybody's not dead. So that's a pretty obvious indicator that video games don't cause violence. Thank you for subscribing, Christopher Jones. I do indeed appreciate it. Good to see you. Derek Story, got that same allergy? Yeah, man. It's not too bad, right? But it is kind of annoying sometimes. Like if you have a belt buckle rub against you, cheap metals have a tendency to do it to me more than anything. What's going on in this Create Classo? 21 more headshots with the Elgato 9. I don't really want to play Aquarium again. I try not to play double maps. Instead of voting for Bernie Sanders, it should be Adam Sandler. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's quite that bad. Now it's a concern. I've got concerns about everybody. There's no candidate that truly embodies somebody that I really want to vote for. It's always a choice of the lesser of two evils, because you can never vote for yourself. Well, I guess you can actually write yourself in if you want to. That's an option. You can write yourself in. You can all write in Drifter in the ballot. Don't do that. Just vote for whoever you think is appropriate. It says the app isn't available for us. It should be available. It should just be... I do believe it's for Android only, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a thing. I don't think... not Android only, my bad. It's not for Android. It's... And the Doge cam is active. There we go. Doge's pretty much still asleep. He hasn't moved 1 inch from the last time you saw him. That's all he does. That's pretty much what he does. Optic just won. That's good. Aaron Willow-Hoyt, nice to see you, man. Bars Knee, good to see you. Or Bars and I, good to see you in the chat. Some people are saying Sunni Muslims, Goldberg. Everyone has pros and cons. Yes, they do. Everyone has pros and cons. Believe it or not, there are even pros for the Trumpler. He has pros as well. I don't agree with much of his stuff, but I know he has pros. I know there's reasons that people like him. I gotta get better at turning. I need to group these things together so I can turn them on and off individually instead of clicking really fast like that. Hopefully I do better on this map this time than I did last time. Last time was a huge mess. It was very difficult. Yes, I do indeed have 2 Doges. I'm trying to play and operate the mouse on the computer at the same time. Bryn 10 donated $3. Bryn, I am very unable to donate right now because chaos here. Okay, now you know that I'm going to be here, right? But you don't know I'm going to do this. Man, you are stupider than I thought. That was incredibly stupid. Bren, what you got? What's our topic of conversation? Do you have any funny stories? Oh, boy. About marijuana. Yeah, I don't think I can tell any of those stories on stream. I don't know if I should do that. I don't think that's appropriate. I don't want to tell stories about weed on stream. That's not going to end well for anyone, right? So let's skip that one, okay? Now I got sponsors to consider, and I don't want to encourage any, young kids to do something that they probably shouldn't be doing, ruining lives and stuff. That's very irresponsible. So we're going to generally avoid topics like that for the immediate future. Come on. Ah, couldn't get it. Wunderlag Dog Cam. Yeah, the Dog Cam has some lag. I'm surprised they haven't killed that robot yet. Okay, not going that way. That's pure death. I love the magazine size in this. It's basically a huge mag. Boom! No! I felt the burn is what I felt. I got burnt. He took my kill from one person and gave it to somebody else. Socialism. Can you do a mini in-depth right now covering how to get bloodthirsties on sniper rifles? Yep. I did this in the super long sniper stream with Cross, but the general idea is that to get bloodthirsties with sniper rifles, it is not about gun skill. And Aussie Play is good to see you. And it's also not about attachments or setup. I do feel that the suppressor attachment is essential because it keeps you off radar. It allows you to reposition and it doesn't make you as big of a target. However, man, this is getting out of control over here. Did you really just die? Come on. Come on, teammates. You can do better than that. But I feel that a setup is essential. Kind of like if I were a sniper, what I would do is I would run around the very back of this base back here so I can flank these guys. And I'd be popping these clowns over here. So that's actually going to be bad if I run up directly behind them like that. I'm going to see if there's somebody easy I can get in the house first. And there's not, so we come over here. We pick up one. Dose. And we couldn't get traced because it's chaotic. But that's kind of what you do with a sniper rifle. Your setup is important. You need to learn spawn routes. You need to learn flank routes. You need to master these things. You don't just need to know that they exist, right? You need to be good at them. You need to really know how to work these spawns. Oh man, that's a big death trap over there. What do you have left on the L-car? Headshots? I think I've got like 20 headshots left and then some base attachments. Got a whole ton of donations rolling in that I unfortunately can't keep up with. Love the donation train, don't get me wrong, but I can't keep up with it right now. Right now I'm trying to focus on flanking around the back of the map so I can shoot people in the back of the head and get my pistol headshots. It's pretty worthless trying to do 1v1 gunfights or anything with any kind of range whatsoever. So I need to get either super close or super flanky. And I think flanky's been working better for me today than almost anything else. There we go. This is an easy one. The recoil did it for me. The flinch, whatever you want to say. I don't want to fight these people. Get out of my way, folks. Okay, that's death. That's death. Was there a dude in this house that I ran past? Nope. Okay, all chaos. Very bad. Very bad. Okay, go prone. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And we do this. Didn't get a headshot out of it, though. Crap. Crapola. Mm-hmm. Drifter here causing some L carnage. I see your comment there. That's a good one. Chuck Reynolds, nice to see you with your verified channel, man. Says I'm too casual to remember all the flank that for every map. I am sorry, but that's the best way. Merc Music Phase Boost, you unfortunately cannot be a mod. Hey, Music Man, nice to see you. But no, that's the best way to do it, man. That's exactly how I did it if you watch my stream. I would kind of spawn camp for just a little bit and then move on and cover something else. What do you think about Israel and Gaza? Oh, dude, that's that goes all the way back to Abraham and Lot, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, they trace their disagreement back to before Abrahamic faiths were even dominant in the region. That is an old school conflict. Very little of my opinion that I offer is of any value, and both sides do have real concerns. Israel's very heavily militarized police are very threatening, and they do have a tendency to beat up on locals and do bad things, regardless of what, they might tell you. It's bad. Like, it probably really blows to be a Palestinian, dude. Like, when Israel, it's like Israel bombs Palestine in retaliation. You know what they're bombing? They're bombing, like, hospitals and power plants and stuff. Palestine is like one of the most densely populated and poorest places on Earth. The place sucks, man. And it's also just wrought with religious indoctrination, again, for children, teaching them to be suicide bombers and stuff. It's awful. And they do shoot rockets into Israel that kills people. It's not perfect. They've both got fairly legitimate claims to the land, and the issue is, if they could just somehow, via magic maybe, agree to share, the region could be a paradise again. It's a beautiful region. They got tourists that want to come in from all over the world because of the religious significance of the land, but they can't just share. I mean, that's a very childish thing to say, right? Especially with issues so complicated, so old, and so deep as this. Just say you should just share, but what else am I going to do? You can't unravel a 2,000-year-old problem. You either have to let the problem go entirely or just don't. Like, that's it. That's all there is to it. That's how I see it. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I know some Jewish people that feel very, very strongly the other way around, and I know that like there are like Arabic people or not Palestinian that just refuse to do business with Jews. I remember there was an airline, God, what was the air? It wasn't Air Kuwait. It was Air. What? Ah, shit. What was the Muslim airline? They were like the premier. They were one of the better ones. Like they were like super nice, but they refused to carry Jewish passengers or Israeli passengers, and because of that, they didn't comply with U.S. anti-discrimination laws, and they got shut down in the United States. So that's a big deal too. Man, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna go prone. Yeah, I'm not wizard enough to solve those problems, guys. Nice! Look at that double kill from throwing back. Drifter Z, nice to see you. Your senpai has been noticed. Will you ever do a psychological commentary about anything in the news? I will when it suits my fancy. It hasn't really struck my fancy. I've kind of get that out of me on streams. A lot of people just sit here and ask like super hard questions. So I just get that out of my system here, and I don't feel the need to make videos about it as much anymore. But I might, you know, just kind of depending on how I feel. The whole channel is just kind of how I'm feeling that day. I mean, I do put work in and try to schedule in-depths and stuff, but the idea is the channel's what you're passionate about, what you're interested in. Recently, for me, that's been streaming. The new guns are interesting, though. I do like those. Those have been really interesting to work on. Nice long-range headshot for me. Man of the People donated $3 a little while back. Couldn't quite get to all the comments because craziness. That guy went in the house. Crap, it went the wrong way. Says, you excited for the next COD, and what do you think the movement is? Going to be in the next game. Do you think COD 2016 will have boost jumps or boots on the ground? I am scared for the next COD because I'm afraid it's going to go very microtransaction heavy, but I do feel it's going to be boots on the ground. I'm betting strongly on boots on the ground. I think that's going to be the way to go. Okay, we need to just put some shots in this robot. I want to stop this thing. I want to win this game. I don't want to extend this. I don't want to pub stomp. I don't care. I just want to win. I got a lot of people requesting to add me on PSN. One of my many things to do in my ever-growing to-do list is to create a proper PSN community. That way, what I can do invites much easier. I can invite you straight through the PlayStation community. That's something I really want to do. Alex Bartlett, unfortunately, the Ask Drifter app is not coming to Android. I've made it for 3 years running. Nah, actually, I think I skipped Ghost. My bad. No, I skipped AW. Skipped AW for it. Android has no payback. Like Android, I always like lose a lot of money on Android, and it takes a long time to develop. Because I mean, you have to. It costs to develop the app, right? So I usually lose like $500, $600 taking it to Android, which just kind of sucks. So I'm just doing iOS only. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's just the smartest thing to do, I guess. Like, I'm a terrible person, but I'm gonna do a car giveaway soon, I think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I should. I was really not joking last night when I was saying I was gonna give away my wife's car in a giveaway. But then what ended up happening is a lot of people said if it crashes, I'll be held liable for it, which sounds really not good, and I don't need any more bad publicity. I got plenty of that already. So I might change that up. Don't know what I'm doing. Turned down a giveaway recently. Some guy was gonna buy a. They were gonna buy a PlayStation 4 for this channel and pay me $1,500, and all I had to do was do a giveaway and tell people to enter the giveaway. All you had to do was follow this guy on Twitter and subscribe to his channel. But I looked at the channel and I looked at the Twitter, and I thought very little of the person. It was a lot of very over-sexualized thumbnails and like pranks gone sexual in Black Ops 3 and just some really misleading stuff, and the content wasn't very good. Ben, yeah, I hope it's different than Ghost. And it was just really kind of bad. I don't know why I would ever tell you guys to sub to this channel when I would never once watch any of the content, so I told him to keep his PlayStation and keep the money. Actually, I haven't told him that. I have to do that later tonight. That's something I'm going to probably do when this stream is over. So that's that. Let's see. Yeah, boots on the ground I think is going to be it. Nico dropped $3.87. Says, hey, Drifter, long-time subscriber since 220K. Then you were there. You would have been there with me right about the time I did the AN94 in-depth in Black Ops 2. Hot times. Says, love your in-depth, and I learned everything from you. Keep up the good work, senpai. Thank you very much, Nico, man. I appreciate it. Oh, man. This stream got so serious and so political so fast. What do we got here? Alright, 10 more headshots, and then we can move on to the other Pistola challenges. Check my YouTube things. All going good. Stream's good. Health good. Quality good. Everything's going good. McLovin' it. John Bauer says, what was your favorite thing about Ghost? My favorite thing about COD Ghost was the DLC. COD Ghost had the best DLC of any game I've ever played. We had new kill streaks in the DLC, we had new guns in the DLC, we had Snoop Dogg, we had Arlie Ermy, we had voice packs. I mean, I thought that was cheeky in a lot of ways. Like, it wasn't, like, awesome, but I thought the maps were really good, really clever. We had Michael Myers, we had the Predator, we had that crazy Yeti thing. Like, we had El Mariachi from, oh, I gotta reactivate the cam. We had El Mariachi from Desperado with the suitcases and the dual pistols and all that kind of stuff going on. There's the dough cam is updated. We had a lot of really dope DLC in that game. Like, it was really nice. I think that was my favorite thing about Ghost. I strongly enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the ultra rare camo. The one that you could get only if you worked at Best Buy or whatever, the zebra camo. I was able to get one of those from Pulverized. He gave it to me. Very nice guy. It was so cool to have a camo that people would call you a hacker just for having. That to me was really, really cool.
Prophet ready to move out. Got your back, Prophet.
Drifter dab, nah man, dabs are way too strong for me. That would blow me away. Think so? I'm gonna try to get dark. You turd, bro. That guy just tried to stop us all. Think so, man. I'm gonna try to get dark matter tonight. I'm really going to, because I really want to get it, but I really don't know if I will be able to. Legit. These guys kind of know what's going on. They're down. I think they might rush over here, which is going to be bad. I need to move over here and get ready for it. Yeah, that's what I don't want to happen, because you're going to shotgun my whole team. I know it. Now you're going to turn around and pop me, probably. Look at him. He's going to go mess up my whole team. Didn't even get a headshot on the guy. Now I feel bad about myself. They're already rocketing the robot. Guys, give it a rest here. Okay, that's just too close. Too far away. I got to get so much closer than this to be useful. So much closer than this to be useful. Okay, here we go. Hank Hill. Dab, please. No, I'm not gonna dab, dude. I'd be on the floor, unable to walk if I hit a dab. Dabs are like the hard liquor of marijuana. That shit would blow me away. Let's see if I can walk around all the way behind him. My nose is itching again, and maybe get in the house. Maybe pick somebody off up here. Oh, no! Come on! Got a big donation rolling in, and another donation. Really struggling here. Roland Wolbert, nice to see you. How much do I have left for Dark Matter camo? I have 10 headshots left. Then I've got my then I've got my pistol and knife challenges. So now that makes it 9 headshots left, 8 headshots left, and I'm dead. I will be so happy when I hit this final headshot and I just don't have to get headshots anymore, when I can just go and kill people just however I want. That'll be so nice to me. Like that. Now, for all other challenges, that would count for something, but no, not for Dark Matter. Freaking Dark Matter, you gotta get headshots on all these guns, even though they don't even really headshot quite right. That was itchy so bad. I don't know, I think I just didn't moisturize it right. Oh, the dab dance. Yeah, we're talking different dabs, guys. Seven headshots to go. I want to get him this game. I don't want to screw around anymore. I want to move into the real big boy Dark Matter challenges and get my pistols diamond. It's time. No way to go but forward, guys. Help my teammates over here that are just sniping people. I'm going to get killed over. I know it. Oh, it's so hard to move up on these guys. So hard. See, at this point, since we've already kind of got them pushed back into their spawn, it gets increasingly difficult for me to flank. Like, before I was screwing it up, but I could get behind them. Now it's just like, oh god, oh god. Now they should be spawning back over here behind this thing, maybe. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Ha 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 ha. Doing in depth on the dab, nah. Do mods have the power to block words? No, mods can't set word filters. You can suggest word filters to me and I can update them and try and set them, but mods can only currently block individual users as far as I'm aware. I think that's currently how it's set up. Oh my god. 7 headshots to go and I can't get them. Dadgummit. What would you do if my wife reset my stats? Oh, I would beat her. I would definitely beat her. Or it would be time to get a new wife for sure. Resetting stats is not a joke, guys. That's cause for some serious marital issues. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is making me struggle here. Driftor has donated 20 bucks. Says, hey Drifter, what do you think of COD 2017 will be? I think I'm praying for ghost stories. Ghost stories for Ghost Riley. Give me. About to have an aneurysm. No! It ran out of time. 7 headshots to go. I think it's gonna be, I want it to be ghost stories about Ghost Riley. I think that's gonna be really cool. I think it's gonna be boots on the ground. This guy ripped butts here. Says, I got the Marshall 16 today and I was a sub since 10,000 subscribers. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. That's probably back when I first started uploading commentaries, like Black Ops 1 maybe, doing Machinima Respawn in depth, getting shoutouts from Hutch and C-Nanners and stuff. That was way back in the day, man. Clockwork dropped 3 bucks, says, love your content. And do you know if DLC weapons add to your dark matter grind? They did a little bit, but supposedly Vaughn fixed it. Like, it's been fixed in today's patch. This guy with the shotgun just has my number today. So it's not supposed to. I guess we're going to be finding out live, right, guys? Like, I guess you'll know soon enough. I hope it doesn't, because that's going to make me cry if I do all this and then can't get it because of some kind of stupid bug. But no, 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 not that guy again. Ugh. Nico says, I'm back donating again. And yes, I actually did subscribe to you because the AN94 in depth, I knew it, dude. You tell me something like a time and a date with numbers, and I know it. Did get a headshot off you, you big daffodil. You Frankenberry-eating crumpet lover. I don't know what to call these people. And then I went to your channel and loved the in-depth series. Now I recently watched your Lucid Dreaming series, and I've been into that. Glad you enjoy it, sir. Hope you continue to enjoy it, and I hope you continue being patient with me getting my butt smashed here. This game is not going the way I want it to go, man. It's going pretty rough. Gotta try new tactics and pray. Got 6 headshots to go. I want to get him this game. Glad you've been supporting me for this long. See, he thinks I'm going to run around to the other side, but he jumped over my head, didn't he? Yep, he jumped right over my head. Ah, pistols on big maps, and you gotta get headshots. Dreamin' Cyrus, good to see you. Have fun with Cross. Show Cross some love. Tell him he needs to get better at red guns. Nah, just kidding. Cross plays red guns really well. Wait till you see the sniper gameplay he got me. It was awesome. See, why can't I just get regular kills like that for challenge? Why it gotta be headshots? It's all hard. Huh? Why it's gotta be all complicated? Ah, I knew that was a long shot. Brendan Hess, Division Beta. I don't know, Cross got into that, a lot of other people got into that. I just can't say I really cared about the Division Beta. For the life of me, I didn't. Rocksteady Yeti, nice to see you. Yeah, college does not make you smart. College is kind of like proof that you are able to work through things. Sometimes I hate this guy with his shotgun. He is so annoying. This one right here. This one, the space tripping guy. He's touching my PP in all kind of places that I don't want it touched. I want him to go away from my PP and just let me get an easy headshot or two. Come on, you gonna revive, punk? Nope, you're just gonna die, punk. Nah, what am I talking about? I'm not Dirty Harry. Ben, good to see you. H1Z1? I don't know. Laura Ramiro says he's been here since Black Ops 1. Good to have you since Black Ops 1. Glad you're patient all this time. I've done some crazy stuff on this channel. Some good, some bad. Got some new coming up. Some old coming up. I think tomorrow I have, let's see, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's a stream highlight day. I've got one of the best stream highlights that I've had in a very long time, in my opinion. Hayden edited it for me, thank goodness for him. It was a re-edit of the 34 and 30 and 4 sword gameplay with some text and some jokes and stuff like that and some Harry Potter cuts. And then I think on Saturday we've got a stream, and then Sunday it's going to be MX Garand in depth, and then Monday it should be Outrider in depth. Thank God I got the Policia camo on that guy because I'm so sick of him. Alright, now I had this is a little harder, so I've got no guns and no perks and no equipment, no nothing. I am running a blank class here. It's very difficult. It's going to be a different type of challenge, but at least I don't have to get headshots. Headshots are done. Thank you. My goodness. Headshots are done forever. I hope. I hope headshots are done forever. I don't want them to come back ever. I'm so sick of getting headshots. Zero Deception says, Yo, Drifter, what kind of brand of popcorn do you like? I actually don't like popcorn. Not very much. I'll eat, like, sweet stuff. Drifter, have you seen The Nightmare, a documentary about lucid dreaming? Kind of scary in my mind. Nixie, I have not seen that, man. I really haven't. This guy pisses me off. I'm so sick of this. Gotta get 50 kills and some bloodthirsties, though, so let's make it work, guys. Gotta kill 50 people with this pistol. There we go. We're picking up 2. Got a donation coming in for 357. Thank you, sir. Okay, somebody's gonna be coming back here. No? Okay. Gotta get 3 more bloodthirsties with this pistol. The difficult thing... 3 more kills for the bloodthirsty. The difficult thing is that it doesn't... Yep, the spawn is always a rough spot. The difficult thing... I guess I'll just have to use some attachments, man. Yep, awesome. MLG sauce. Definitely voting for a smaller map next time. Let's see if I can pop him over here. Gotta work on my trigger finger, too. I can do it when I'm... It's not a cross trigger finger. I gotta practice this. There we go. I need some of that second trigger finger right there. Okay, let's see if I can peek my head up over here and not get snipped. What's out here? Ha 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 ha. Come on. I got a headshot anyway because he was standing still. Screw him. Maybe after I get my 50 kills, then I can swap over and do something different. There's 2. Getting headshots still. Okay, I think the smarter thing to do is going to come back here. Maybe I can get a nice spawn flank. Come on. Oh, a shotgun! No, okay, it's a Gorgon. Thought it was that guy. Anytime I see dark matter, just assume it's that one annoying guy. This annoying guy. There we go. Screw you, in particular. No, I don't want to get anywhere close to this clown, because I know his crap. His crap is strong. Gotta go prone over here and wait for them to come out and play. There we go. Picked off 1. Can we pick off a second? Nope, we're at 3. I need 1 more to get a bloodthirsty. I need to be waiting for this dude over here. It's just over. Did I really get hit by this? Okay. Why am I trying to get bloodthirsties with no perks and no attachments? Nobody knows. But hey, whatever. It's all about that efficiency, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's not good. Had a ton of donations flood in. Let me read all of these guys. Nico says, donating again. Thanks, man. You were just throwing them dollar bills my way. Hey, what's he say? Question, I have the gold wrench, but I want diamond. Do I also need to get the combat knife gold? Or does the wrench replace that? Nope, you also need to get the combat knife gold. To get the diamond and or dark matter wrenches and stuff, you have to get the combat knife gold. And it doesn't replace it, so yay that. Gonna be difficult. If you rush me, I'm gonna spray you. Oh no, I got shot in the back with an arrow. It's on such a good little spree right there. Yeah, it's kind of lame. That's one of I think that's gonna be like one of my next streams. Like when I get dark matter, I think I'm gonna do like I think I'm gonna try to take like sword to dark matter and get a dark matter sword because I think that could be really fun. Or dark matter crossbows or diamond crossbows, something like that. I really want the gold sword. I think that would be really cool. I'm gonna try to get the sword gold too. I think that could be so fire. Like, that could be such cash money. I like how he put that right there so I can't run across. Like I saw that mine that he's got thrown down. Drifter Z donated $20, man. Says, I love you and keep up the good work. You've been a big help in my life. And what do you think the next guns are going to be? And do you think they'll bring the ASM-1 back for Advanced Warfare? Do you think they will? And can you shout out my channel? It's Merc Music Face Boosie. Yeah, I know you, Merc Music Face Boosie. I see you there. I've been seeing you in these streams for a long time and leaving comments and stuff too. Like I said, I remember people. You've been wanting to be a moderator forever. Let's see, yeah, your channel, Merc Music Phase Boost, you just go ahead and leave comments. People click on it easy, like. I've answered next guns a lot, but I think that next guns are going to be more modern, realistic ones. I think they're going to take, like, guns that we have, Vector, Chris Vector, my bad, you know, 45 ACP things, M1911, USPs. I think we're going to see some good old M4s. I think we're going to see some XM8s, all that kind of stuff. I think that's what the future of Advanced Warfare is, not Advanced Warfare, of, Infinity Ward's going to look like, and I doubt that they're going to bring back the ASM-1. Just strongly doubting it. Strongly doubting it. R2D Stowe donates $5 and says, oh crap, it says there's a lot of people over here and I'm about to get the daffodils. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere close to you, buddy. It says, FYI, and truly enjoy grinding out the game with your stream in the background. I hope this continues into the COD future. Thank you. Glad that you like it. Glad that I'm getting, you know, support for the change. I know not everybody was on board for that. They didn't like the streams over the, you know, over the videos and stuff. But I'm getting a lot of support. It says, feel free to stream any night of the week. P.S. I do not give away money lightly. Thank you, R2D Stowe. I'm the same way. I'm such a tight butt with money. I think it's just because I grew up really broke. Like, it irks me. It's, I don't know. It's difficult to try and consider yourself thrifty and conservative spender while also not being considered cheap. Very unusual little duality right there that you have to fight on. Hey, what's going on now? Okay, that's useful. Excelente. Keep picking them off. Keep changing my position up too. Oh, are they moving this bad girl? Yeah, they are. I gotta get on this. Ooh, oh, we're not gonna get off that. Getting off that train right now, and I'm dying. Can't get that bloodthirsty. But thanks for the donation, R2 Stowe. I appreciate it. P the Kid X7 says, mate, can you please do a whole stream highlights of the pizza story and the Black Strip Club? Also, do you enjoy the pics I make for Boomy? Yeah, the pics for Boomy are fun. They're nice for him to change things up. I'm not as big on the marijuana leaves in his mouth because that makes Boomy a little bit less family friendly than what I was hoping for. But you know, it's whatever. It could be worse. I like that you put his faces on things. I saw he put his face on the little kiddo Tesla, which was funny to me. And I don't know, those two stories I would like to do in a stream highlight, but I'm gonna have to get Hayden to go and find them. I don't know where they are. Hayden does the editing for me on all that stuff. He's the man. I just focus on having good streams. Nico donated again. You're crazy, dude. There we go. Got one out of the air. Okay, time to leave because I know that's going to end up poor. Come on. You going to come get me? No! How shocking. Oh, that's bad. Okay, so we got to confront. Oh, he got me. He got me. Yeah, the Black Strip Club story and the pizza story are fun. I might put it in a video and call it, like, the gross highlights or something, because they're kind of extreme, right? It's a little bit more crazy than what I normally have going on the channel, which I think is very approachable content for a lot of people. I have a lot of parents pay me compliments and say this is a channel they let their kids watch and stuff. Nico donating a gun, self-supporting the channel. What do you think about the movement system, and what do you think the next COD will be like? Nico, I think I've answered that question like 3 times in a row on this stream, which is crazy. I don't have anything more to say about movement system or next COD because I've answered that so many times over, man. I appreciate the support and the donating, but I can only talk about it so much. I think I answered this question like literally every single stream, so I feel like a broken record. Kind of worries me. It's like gonna get repetitive. And I haven't seen any baddies yet. Got a teammate shooting me. No bad guys anywhere that I can see. This one almost screwed up. Yep, definitely did screw up. Hardcore is easier for challenges, I know, but I committed from day one to do this the legit way. The real hardcore, difficult way, and that's what I'm trying to do. Why don't I use suppressor and high caliber? Well, that's because I have to get 50 kills with no attachments, man. You can't get 50 kills with no attachments when you're using attachments. Just kind of how that works. That's how it breaks down. Dims the stats. That was a slightly better trigger finger. Still not ideal. Really could use fast hands so I can recover faster after sprinting. There we go. Please move, please move, please move. Body blocked. Markin Parker, you can indeed join session. Optimistic Dingo, I want to stream all the way to Dark Matter, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna cut it off after I've been going for 3 hours, so I think maybe like another hour and a half here. Not entirely sure. I'd like to get it tonight, but that might not happen. It just depends on how many people are wanting me to keep going and how it's looking. I try not to make 5-hour videos because those take like forever to process and they don't watch quite right. Riley Griffin says, how do you become moderator? Be awesome, I guess. I don't know. I got a lot of mods already. Everything's pretty good. Are you a Crip or a Blood? I'm neither. So you should have a pre-recorded message for those questions. Yeah.
Black Ops at work.
Cross and J-Hub are also streaming. Oh, man. Viago says, fun fact for the stream, Firebreak's Heatwave ability is just a giant fart that smells so bad everybody starts choking. Very, very classy of you, sir. Do a dab. A dab is like this, right? Or like, I don't know how to hit a dab. I feel like I'm a Dragon Ball character. Is that a dab? If I were to hit a cannabis dab on stream, you'd see me like, I think I'm in a war. I'll start drooling. Smoke dab for moderator positions? Nah.
The heart is the strongest muscle.
Oh, Demetrician donated again. 420. What's he got to say? Been around since in-depth for silencer damage in Black Ops 1 on Machinima Respawn. Man, you are an old supporter. That goes way back, man. In a good way. That touches me. I can feel it in my feels. Okay, zombies. Let's do something fun with it. I'll just do my True Vet. My True Vet one. That's what we're going to do. I'll do some team deathmatch. I haven't done that in a while. Demetrician says, I recently came back into the COD community in general because I came across your videos about Black Ops 3 beta. Keep up the good work, man. You're definitely going places. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I hope I do go places. I hope everything keeps going. As a YouTuber, that's like one of the paranoid things. It's like, you can wake up tomorrow and be a failure. You can wake up tomorrow and fail. It's just, you know, like that voice in your head. Drifters dropped $3. Says, I bought you and Vondi dinner, so you give me the MX Garand. I spent $500 on supply drops and got 4 of them, but did not get the MC Garland. I didn't mean to push the subject, but when can I be a mod? Not currently planning to add any more mods. I try not to do mods for money. That's just a bad habit. Like, just chill, dude. Like, I see you, okay? Especially now that you've got the yin yang thing. Like, all your comments stand out and stuff. And if you want to be a mod, that's fine. Just, you know, leave comments, be active in the chat. I do see the chat, right? Like, I can read it, but just chill, dude. We're good. It kind of scares me. People that really want to be a mod really bad are usually like looking for power, kind of, which is also a big worry because they tend to over-moderate. What's Nico still saying? Man, you are going bananas here. It says, I'm conservative with money so I can give to homeless and donate. Do you think the Black Ops 3 crossbow is up to par with Black Ops 2, or should they buff it? Do you think there will be more specials? If so, what? There's definitely going to be more specials. I mean, I think they made it pretty clear that there's a lot more content coming to the game in terms of specials and guns in general, actually. Oh, I got the shot. I got the bullet hit marker. Couldn't get the melee on the guy. I might come down here and catch him sprinting across if he's going to get aggressive. Nope. Nope. Can't out-pistol a sniper. Yeah, I would bet on a lot more melee specials, probably a few other special weapons, and I'm strongly betting on a new specialist. I'm just feeling that one, especially with the little teaser they had in the last map. And this map is going awesome again. Glad to hear that you give money to homeless. I'll confess that I don't do that very often. I've had some really rough experiences with homeless people harassing me and flinging things my way. I do try to tip a lot if I can when I go out to restaurants and stuff. I know that being a waiter really sucks, and that's like the next closest thing to being unemployed because of the wages you earn and how many people don't tip. So when I get the opportunity, I do use my YouTube money, and that includes donations and stuff, to tip, and I cannot get a break. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to have to go in the water and pistol around in the water. That's what I'm going to have to do. Because I can't get close to anything. Get a little air just so nothing terrible happens. And I do donate to charities and stuff like that, but not usually directly to homeless people. I don't know, maybe I'm bad. I just don't like it when they follow me. You ever do the thing like where you donate to a homeless person and then they come and harass you for like the next 30 minutes and you just can't get away from them? That I'm not a fan of. I'm also not a fan of shooting twice and having my bullets not count and the other guy killing me instantly. Not a big fan of that either. I don't know, maybe I'm salty. My wife kind of got me into it because I think the last time I was in New Orleans, I gave money to a guy who was homeless. And then he followed me for like ever and just kept asking for more and more money and getting in my butt about it when I wouldn't give him more money. And I think that's very poor. Not that he, obviously he's poor, but it's poor form, right? Like somebody gives you money, so it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna give this guy some more BS. I had a roommate that was really good at dealing with homeless people. What he did... Got one bloodthirsty, that's good. Let's go down here. What he did is, like, when a homeless person wanted money, he would ask the homeless person to tell them how have you been blessed today? Thank you, Quest. I'm glad you talked so much. I push people away by saying I don't give money to homeless. Great. But no, when homeless would come up with him, he'd be like, all right, I've got $5 for you, but today you need to tell me 3 things that God did for you. And if the guy would walk with us and talk with us and tell him 3 things that he was grateful for, then my friend would give him money. So, that's how it is for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm salty. I gotta judge myself too strongly. There we go. T the Kid X7 donated again. Thank you, man. Now I'm at the very difficult part here where we're all just dying like crazy. I gotta get out of that. That's pure death. Whoop. Okay, come on. Okay, so... Ah! Shotguns, shotguns, shotguns. Do a dab with the top hat. Got a lot of donations coming. I think I saw T the Kid X7 and Alejandro Gonzalez. Thank you very much, man. Did you punch somebody during a bloodthirsty? I did. I think they patched that, so if you get beatdowns with the weapon, it still counts. It didn't used to, but I'm pretty sure it does now. I'm trying to get over here without boosting, so that I don't show up on the radar, hopefully. I have to boost here, though. And I showed up on what? Oh my god, I pinged on his radar. Annoying. Avenging Taco, nice to see you, man. Dude, no need to apologize at all for being late. These streams are not about that. These streams are about having fun, playing COD. You know, some good gameplay sometimes. A lot of more casual conversation. Stuff like that, you know. I would pick the wrong guy to shoot at. That's how it happens. Andrew Chioka, I'm glad you subscribed. I can't see all names. It's very busy, and I'm dead. That's going to chain to me. Nope, avoided it. Awesome. Nico donated again. Got donations coming in. Out the bootay. Got one. Now I'm definitely going to be on candid camera here, so I need to jump and try and stay behind the gazebo so the other guy can't kill me as easily. I just need to camp, basically. Camping is the way to go at this juncture. It's a really kind of crazy spot. Got one kill. Up. No! I went for the beatdown, but he got me again. Oh, sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to... I forgot the ad thing. I leave that thing up. I never mean to leave that on during games, but I do forget about it. Sorry about that, Jose. Thank you for letting me know. Had a bunch of donations roll in. T the Kid X7 says, check your DMs, mate. I took that swank dog to the next level. Okay, so you're human de-evolution. Okay, so now you've got marijuana. Now you've got blunts coming out of his nose. So he's Boomy has stuffed blunts into his nose. I can't imagine how high you would get. That's the kind of high where you fall in, where you like hold on to the floor so you don't fall into the sky. Alejandro Gonzalez says, hey Drifter, relatively new sub. Your in-depths are really good and I love hearing your commentaries. Thank you very much, sir. Quick question. What was your dream job before you discovered YouTube? That's a difficult question because I don't really... My dream job. I don't know, I was very cynical as a kid. I never really assumed that I was going to have a dream job. I just assumed that I was going to have a job, really. So, I don't know. I'm thinking, what would be my dream job? I wanted to be an astronaut. I really did. I wanted to go to space, even though I know it was really dangerous. And I also wanted... Definitely didn't want to get shot in the back of the spawn before I can complete these dadblum challenges. What else did I want? I'm gonna keep this. I did think about being a game designer. I did do that. I put some serious thought into designing video games for a living. I knew nothing about it, but just I love games. Like, I love playing games. So making them or working in the gaming industry was like really big for me at the time. So I think I've done pretty well in that regard. Another dream job, I wanted to be a Playboy bunny booby washer. Unfortunately, I found out that is not a real position, so that's not a real job I can have. I thought that being an actor would be awesome, and then I realized that I am not beautiful enough or male model-like enough to do that, and also acting is sometimes hard. So, I don't know. I had some other aspirations, pretty lofty ones actually. I had pretty high standards for dream jobs. My jobs were held up high. I also really wanted to make mechs. Like, I wanted to design robots for the military. I thought that would be an awesome job. But YouTube is making me really happy. Let's see, Drifters, again, 420. Do you think they're going to add an MP40 back to Black Ops 3 in the future? Are you going to be going to E3 this year? And you're awesome, man. I don't currently plan to go to E3, though I might. Going to all the PAXs and stuff. PAXs are so much more fun than E3. E3 is not a fun event anymore. It's so closed down and, like, promo heavy. It's just not what it used to be. I sound like an old man here. He's gonna kill all my teammates. No, not quite. That's okay. That could be worth it. Yeah, I'm going to PAX and stuff. Not planning to go to E3. I mean, I might end up there, but I'm not planning on it. I don't think they're gonna add an MP40 because they already added that this year in Advanced Warfare, and it would be kind of weird to have the same gun twice in a year in a future game. That would be really strange. So, there we go. Getting this. Gotta run. Okay, let's take this. Time to get 50 kills with this weapon now. What would be good, though, is if they added a Thompson. Think about like a Thompson 2040 or something like this awesome futuristic Thompson. I think that could be really dope. I think that could be just cash money right there. And that's what they want, right? They want guns that incentivize people to buy drops and whatever. So I think that would be the way to go. That's what I would do. If I were Treyarch, I would be working on a Thompson. Just saying. Just throwing that out there if you guys are listening. Thompson for life. Thompson was a fun gun. Let's see. Nico says, indeed going bananas, but it doesn't matter when someone... Indeed going bananas, but it doesn't matter when it goes to someone who is number 1. I want diamond secondaries. Any tips, senpai? Well, I'm working on that right now. High caliber, man. That makes your headshots remarkably easier. High caliber is just the way to go for diamond secondaries. I think you'll find the MR6 to be the overall hardest one to do. Gotta have a good trigger finger to make it really work right. Depending if how your trigger finger, not your trigger finger, aim is, the RK5 can actually be pretty difficult as well. It sometimes really just does not cooperate. Got a wobble here. Got a good wobble on that one, but couldn't get the one behind me. Yeah, high cal just is the way to go on these diamond secondaries. I know the robots over there. I'm going to come over here and try and close this flank route before they move up behind me and kill all of my teammates. And I'm going to get grenades bounced around the corner. Very effective use of the grenade launcher, so props to that guy. He did that right. There we go. Ah. Yeah, when I'm editing the next in-depth for Outrider, since we have the compound bow, I need to make a bunch of Team Arrow and Team Flash jokes. Especially Team Arrow. Call her the Gray Arrow or something like that. I think it'll be fun. Come on, bud. Waste your bullets. Waste them, waste them, waste them. Too bad. Where the rest of these bad kids at, huh? Whoop! They're sniping me. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I'll go ahead and save this. I don't think there's going to be a next round. I don't think they're going to score, so I guess there's no point in saving it. I'm going to get a kill here at the end. Can I get final kill cam? Nope. That's oh well. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, and I think it's also good to do your challenges for no perks and no attachments at the same time. Just run a raw class like I'm doing. I have all these classes with just the pistol, no perks, no attachments. Works really well. Jeremy Dimitrician, 420 again. That's a very popular number. You guys just seem to think I smoked some trees here, right? I can pay for that new gaming house you were talking about 2 nights ago. 1 420 donation at a time. And you can transfer liability if you give a car away. You would just have to make sure it's finalized before they get behind the wheel. I agree. I looked it up. I can transfer liability, and I can do an as-is sale here in Texas. Basically, instead of a giveaway, I would be selling it for $1 to make it legal. But the issue is, if I give away a car and the car sucks, then that's really bad publicity for me. So that kind of blows up in my face. That's not really something I want. Dan Russo has subscribed. Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate it. Manish Bipachandra, I cannot play with a rifle because I am doing challenges. I will turn on the Dog Cam. A little advert here. We'll see if Dog Cam is live. I don't think Dog Cam is live. I think it needs to be refreshed again. I don't know why it keeps crashing like this. Yeah, it's live. He pretty much just sleeps. I mean, I wish I could tell you he was doing something special, but that's how it is. All right. Got these now. What do I need? What else do I need to get on this weapon? Some bloodthirsties, I think. Long shots. That sounds awful. And bloodthirsties. Okay, so 5 kills without dying. One suppressor and boy. Not really like a lot of great attachments here. Probably high caliber. And this, and let's run Ghost and Fast Hands and Blast Suppressor, and let's take a Stun Grenade. Okay, so I'll move on to this in just a little bit. I love the camo. Long shots. I've got a single long shot. Get my 50 kills, rapid kills, no bloodthirsties yet. Got a ways to go there, and of course a ways to go with the LCAR-9, but I'm going to try to make it work. We're playing Safeguard again. Riley Griffin says, will sponsors be in the non-sponsor giveaway number 2? Ideally not. Not really kind of planning on it. Just kind of currently not. Lots of new subs. The Doghouse chat a few nights ago. It actually went surprisingly well. Drifter says, last time I think I donated like 100, which is crazy. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Next fan mail opening. I don't know if I'm going to continue that series or not, because fan mail just never really bumped quite right. Like, it was never as popular as I thought. And this is... being on YouTube, part of what I do for a living is kind of like perception management, right? And for the life of me, fan mail just did not... It's not that it didn't get views, right? But people actually unsubscribed because of fan mail. Like, people apparently that had never seen how I look or my mannerisms or the things I do, they just unsubscribed. They didn't like it. They thought that it was bad or that it was nerdy or that people would just beg for stuff, right? So most of fan mail was about me signing things and sending it back to people. And typically what happened is I would just get like a ton of stuff to sign and ship, and it would add up to like, you know, 50, 60 bucks worth of stuff, which isn't too bad, but still a bill. And I would sign it and ship it back. Usually I'll be late because I would wait for it to pile up, and then I would kind of get shit for it, and people would unsubscribe, and it didn't really work how I wanted it to. So if we're redoing fan mail, I'm not sure how to do it. I thought about filming it in a way to where I only show off the awesome stuff, or maybe more of the people that sent me like gifts or whatever. But then it just feels like I'm begging people for gifts, which I don't want. And I want to pay equal due diligence to everybody that sends everything, even the kids that just send me handwritten notes on their school paper. I want to be able to tell them thank you because they still went through the trouble of writing a physical letter, and that's important to me. But I don't think the greater audience really got that. So it just didn't pan out, man. As much as I had enjoyed getting fan mail, it made me feel nice. It didn't pan out. Also had some weirder ones, like a lot of school fundraising stuff. People wanted me to donate to their school for various different reasons. Echo, oh yeah, thanks man. I forgot to turn everything off again. I'm terrible at that. I think he just started to move too. What do you know? No. Nope. Glad that you enjoyed the sponsor-only chat. That went really well. Like, I'm not talking in terms of sponsors gained, because again, that wasn't the goal. But just that people actually liked it. Even like non-sponsors were just happy to see the chat more sane and under control, because it's usually very busy.
Robot in range. Clear the way.
Dylan Savage, I do not know for sure if they're adding a new specialist or not. I think that they are. I'm betting on it. Like, if I had to guess, because they're adding new content, that's already been announced. I'm just gonna guess. Camden, I have no idea how to get your friend Tyler a prom date, dude. I think what he should do is go to every single girl in school, especially the girls that he knows that he doesn't have prom dates, and ask them out. Angela says everybody should unsubscribe because I suck and I'm mean. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. I think me and you have very different ideas on what the word mean means, but that's okay. Yep, that... I'm always hoping for like a big cluster of them over there, but it never really turns out. The last meth vendor, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I also hope that's a joke. I really hope you don't do meth, man, because that stuff is so bad for you. Not gonna kill. He's gonna snipe me so hard in just a second. Come on, teammates. Move up and cover me. That is a long shot, thank goodness. I got one of them at least. How would you feel if you got dark matter and lost it? Kathy, I would probably cry. I would shed real big boy manly man tears of actual crying here. I don't do that very much. I don't think I'm that sensitive of a man, but it might happen. Just saying, it could totally happen. Oh crap, that's bad. I don't want to be down here. Down here is where you die. Stupid heavy thumb.
Our robot has been disabled.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Ah. Got a triple kill, but no bloodthirsty.
Hostile UAV above.
Nico Ahaginia, dude, I see you down there. Yeah, you did. You donated a lot of fire. You did indeed donate a lot. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Now I know you're in chat name, and I can't. I was reading the chat. What am I doing? What am I doing here today? I'm losing my mind. Dark matter dab array? No. You guys are big on this dab thing. I think you just all want to see me get in trouble. So we have a question. Can you control your rage while playing Call of Duty? Well, that's the easiest thing in the world. You don't take it seriously, man, because it's Call of Duty. Like, even pro gamers don't take this game seriously because it's Call of Duty. Like, why would you get mad at this game? What benefit does it? If I get mad at Call of Duty, if I legitimately get upset because I have bad teammates or I'm playing bad or something happens. Oh, the stupid advert. I keep forgetting that stupid thing. They turn that off. Well then, yeah, Mark Phase Boost, you did donate a lot too. Yes, you did. Then I got so sidetracked, man. I'm tired. Why not Twitch? I like it better here. Like YouTube gaming. Can't deny it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. I'm gonna keep on at it and keep on going. Got a lot of comments about the burn. The ad is up. Yeah, sorry about that. I took it down.
Enemy robot systems are online.
Okay, now this is where I need to get sneaky with it. Yep, he's going up there to snipe me, so this is no good. I might guard the area, though. Come on! Now, I don't have any thoughts on Planned Parenthood. That whole thing was a scam. That was, apparently they were not doing what they said they were doing. And they actually went to prison for that. And, yeah, the rest of the footage was also destroyed because they were not selling baby parts. As much as abortion doctors are not popular, selling baby parts is not something that they tend to do very often. So, oh, I just punched this guy through a wall. Did you guys see that? Let's see if I can get another bloodthirsty. I need to, yep. I think I'm one away from a bloodthirsty, so I need to reposition again. I want to be over here like a little kappa. Uh-oh, what's this?
heart is the strongest muscle.
Guess this is a bad spot to be in, I can tell. Oh, I see your scythe. I see your scythe. Get Shrek'd. Got another Bloodthirsty with the pistol. Can I get more? Maybe not. I have to get beatdowns with this thing at this point, because I don't even think I have enough bullets to kill people unless I'm really conservative. I feel like I'm Deadpool. Like, hey guys, sorry about this. You're all just going to have to line up, right? No, that's not a good area to be in. Got some. Couldn't get them all. Newman, I know you, Kaz Newman from Twitter. Been talking a lot. I actually don't follow you, but you just tweet me at extremely convenient times. Like it comes in and I see it, right? So that works really well. This is chaos. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of fun to this chaos, and I get beat down. That's lame. To say Drift, just wanted to say thanks for all the interaction you've made with me over the last couple of weeks. Well, that's good. I actually left the Twitter comment before even reading this one. So, yeah. A question for you that we spoke a little bit in the morning. What COD game do you think you were best at? Probably best at Black Ops 2, to be honest, because I played it the most. And I know a lot of people are going to give me crap for that. It's like, but you made a pro team and you finished bad. Well, yeah, but pro team, it's not easy stuff. Jonathan Fairchild, good to see you all the way from Tacoma. And thank you for subscribing, Angel. Saw you down there.
The hostile robot has been disabled.
Ashes. Shut down.
Okay, that was awful. I'm out. That was so bronze. So bronze. Bailey Girl has subscribed. Thank you, Bailey Girl. Appreciate it. That's one other new thing I've noticed ever since I started streaming. So I used to have 1% female viewership. That was it. Ever since the streams start, the amount of female followers I have has tripled. It's up to 3% now, which isn't like a ton, right? But it's a change versus being all guys. It's a probably more positive change. The more diversified the audience, the better. Get some better inputs on things. Levi Wiley, I see you down there. Hello from Mars, Ninja Ganja. No, says he's from Mars. Well, man, if you're smoking Ninja Ganja, you probably are on Mars right now. I jumped right into this guy's bullets and he killed me immediately. Didn't even have to aim at me. Why I make it so easy for them? Because I'm on stream and I want to be aggressive and rush and play well and do stuff like that. Where did this dude go? There's one, and oh my god, I got killed by the dart.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Carlo, my best tip for you is the live stream. That's what works really well for me. I'd recommend it the same to anybody else. Really would. I disabled the robot with the heat wave. Did you guys see that? Oh, they turned around. I was gonna get that. I was gonna get that. Looks like we've got the Bliss camo. I don't know if we got the other one just yet. Trying to get him. What Mr. Man Gaming says, what political party am I with? And thank you for subscribing, Jasper. I am not with any particular party. I don't associate with them.
Nice work, Black.
I don't know. In Texas, I think I'll register as one or the other so I can vote in the primaries, but... There's the Doge photo. Swiping all that. Any tips for hero armor on glitch? Haven't done that yet. I'm probably going to be doing it the C4 route. I think that's the best way to go about it. I think I got all the challenges for this gun. I'm going to give maybe one more go at getting a Bloodthirsty before I swap over to the LCAR-9 to get the next 50.
Escort the robot to the enemy base.
And for some reason, Twitch alerts is off. Uh-oh.
Our robot has been rebooted.
Okay, there we go. Fix that. Accidentally unchecked the wrong box. What do we got here? Newman, dude, I hope that I accidentally didn't have that off while you left your donation on. I saw it pop up on my end, but I think I may have turned it off because I'm not a smart man. T the Kid X7 says, how do you feel about timed exclusivity DLC and the legalization of medicinal and casual blazing for dogs? Alright. So, exclusivity time DLC hurts everyone. I know that the developers make a lot of money on it. And it's not like the worst thing ever. I mean, the poor Treyarch guys got called like literally Hitler because they gave PlayStation users early DLC, and they didn't do it out of preferential treatment. Sony paid for it, right? So some of that went into developing this game that you're playing, like covered the cost, the artists, all that kind of stuff, and that probably pisses people off because now we've got DLC. And cannabis for dogs, I am not as big on because it's a psychoactive substance at the end of the day. It's fine for people, but for an animal that can't actually grant consent, I feel it's a bigger issue. And, oof, I gotta escort this robot straight through hell. I think I've got all my camos for that one. I'll go to the Elgato. Like, I guess if they develop proper marijuana treatments, kind of like the new stuff that actually doesn't get you high, but has medical real treatments, then I don't see why you couldn't give it to dogs. It's not inherently harmful to dogs. It doesn't kill them. It's just bad for them. Same kind of way like caffeine and coffee and stuff is bad for us, you know. The last Methbender says, tips for live streaming. Nobody watches me. Dude, you just have to do it consistently. And if you're having a hard time with your audience, then I'm going to suggest streaming at a more unusual time of the day. Well, it's something that J-Hub and Cross have been doing. They've been kind of streaming at offbeat times with less competition. Works really well for them. I'd recommend it to you. Recommend it to everybody. I mean, not giving you any crazy, super top secret tips here. It's, everybody gets the same tips. I tell people exactly what I'm up to, how I'm doing, why I do it, all that kind of stuff. I believe in open, honesty, clarity with all my subscribers when possible. I mean, obviously some things aren't possible. A couple of like sponsor deals or whatever, they'll lock you in like a secret contract that you can't talk about because they're really protective of their rates or something stupid like that, but most of the stuff. Laura Segma, nice to see you. Empty Obsession, nice to see you. THC is toxic for cats and dogs. Empty Obsession, I didn't know that THC was toxic for cats and dogs. I thought it was okay for them. Like, I know it's not toxic for humans unless you take like, I don't know, if you smoke a bale maybe, or like a 5 pounds worth of weed, that could probably mess you up. Maybe like, I've seen somebody do 40 dabs, which is like, I don't know, like 200 hits probably, so. There we go, round to win. Got that robot escorted in. Got a lot of donations rolling in. Dude, I hope it's not bad for dogs. I mean, that's not my understanding of the substance. I know chocolate is, grapes are, onions are bad in large quantities. There's a lot of things that can be bad for dogs. I don't know if they just process it differently. Theami, I don't think Rejack continues your streak anymore, man. Says Drifter, you scumbag. How many more weapons do you have left? Merc Music, I visited England a few summers ago, and I would gladly come back. I'm not sure when. I probably will. I think this year I'm really saving up for LCS in New York and a trip to Korea. But England's not off the table. If something comes up and I can usually just finagle my way into a free trip to England, that would be really nice. That would be ideal for me. But if I could get a, you know, if it's a business trip where I can tax deduct it and make a little money back, that would be nice. That's how I usually do things. You know, that's how you do when you have self-employment. You can do like a self-employed type vacation, which is interesting. And these long shots are going to take a freaking eternity, and I know it. Nope, I got to get gold on 3 other guns. I'm really close on all the other pistols, but I'm trying to do these really annoying no perk challenges and stuff first. That's where I'm going. Got a ton of donations rolling in. Not so sudden, $3 says, great stream, keep up the amazing work. Question, and by no means did this question originate in my head, it was actually a discussion I had in English class. Should we eat dogs? I know you have a dog, but I try to see this objectively. Well, I do have a dog, and when it comes to should I eat dogs so that humans can live, yes. If it's a choice between a dog's life and a human's life, I'm going to choose the human's life because the human's life is more valuable to me. It's pretty much always going to be that way. Like, as soon as I said we should eat dogs, Boomy left, so I guess that's the end of the dog cam. Like, should we go around and eat dogs for fun, like a delicacy? I don't think so, because we've bonded very closely with these animals. They're not just pack animals for us anymore, right? They're not just cattle. We've bred them and kind of trained them to become proto-family members. And I think it's very crazy to think that you would eat the same thing that you love. That just doesn't jive with me very well. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you guys like eating your relatives, but I personally don't. And I was always raised to consider the dog a part of the family. Even if it's a working dog, it is a part of the family. It has a function, a role. It's there. You help the dog and the dog helps you. It's symbiotic. Now, if I'm starving, if it's the end of the world and there's zombies and there's a food shortage, yeah, I'm going to eat Ozzy and Boomy. I've already had this discussion with my wife. We're going to eat the dogs. We're going to make some nice shoes and like hats out of the fur and stuff.
Hostile robot shut down.
But should you eat them for fun, for sport? No. I think it's morally wrong. To be realistic with you, it's probably morally wrong to... Please don't. Oh my god. To eat a lot of animals. Like, if you can say that you shouldn't eat a dog, then you probably shouldn't eat a cow or a pig or a lot of these other animals, because they're of similar levels of intelligence and loyalty, so... There we go, picking up a few more kills with this. Kind of a slow round here. Getting beat down and stuff, too. That's how I feel about eating dogs. Jay Novak donated $10, says, "Hey Drifter, this is from both myself and Natalie B." Thank you, Natalie. I think that's the sponsor I picked up the other night, if I'm not mistaken. You're our dinner time entertainment. Thank you very much. Keep living the dream. We'll keep supporting. Cheers, brother. And cheers, brother. Thank you very much. I read that a little bit disjointedly. Ozzy's over there doing the Ozzy stuff. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm your dinner time entertainment. I'm glad that both of you enjoy the stream. Glad that your relationship is doing that well. And I hope you're having a nice dinner. Me personally, I don't know what I'm going to be having for dinner, but I hope it's absolutely delicious. Maybe chicken and waffles. I don't know. Just saying. Jessica. She's over there with no pants petting the dog. So, yeah, but thank you for the donation, and I hope you have a very nice dinner with your wife, girlfriend? Not sure. It's okay. Either way. And let's see, what else? Another one comes in. Michael McKell says, "Hey Drifter, I just wanted to show some appreciation. Your comments have been kind of toxic lately, and I just wanted to remind you that we aren't all that way. Also, any help with a terminal ill wife? I've been struggling a lot lately." Michael McKell. Oh shit. I do not know what the illness is, or what the problem is, or anything like that. That is a very tough pill to swallow. I know. Well, I don't know from experience. I can imagine, I think would be the better way to say that. I don't know how to help you with a terminally ill wife. I don't think there's an easy way to help in that situation. I don't think there's any sort of magic that I can say that's going to make a terminally ill wife situation kind of better. You know it's going to be hard, but the idea is that you need to be there for her and support her. If she's terminally ill and she's on her way out, she is, and I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but she will probably rely on you for a variety of things on the way out. It's going to be hard. It's going to be taxing. It's going to be tough on your life, on your soul. But I think your responsibility right now is twofold. I think number one, you need to be a good husband until the very end. Get me thinking about losing my wife now. You need to love her with all you've got and spend your time happily, making her happy. But at the same time, on the second part of that, you need to take care of yourself. You can take care of yourself. If your wife loves you, if your wife loves you as much as you love her, and you can imagine the roles reversed, if you were the one terminally ill, you probably wouldn't want to see your wife run herself into the ground for you. You probably wouldn't want to see her emotionally devastated. You probably wouldn't want to see herself ruin herself and her happiness to help with the illness. Of course, everybody expects a little support, right? But I don't think you would want to see your wife suffer on your behalf. I don't think your wife wants you to suffer on her behalf. So you need to find a way to accept the situation, however grim it may be. I don't know what the issue is, man. And enjoy the time that you have left. And I think that's the very important thing. I have no idea what religion you are, what cause, what creed, atheist, Christian, non-denominational, Muslim, Scientologist, whatever. I think you'd get pretty similar advice from each and every group. I'm running the same path every time. It's so stupid, but I'm doing it. And I think you should have fun with your wife. I think, honestly, I don't know how much time she has and what kind of shape she's in. If you can, you should just quit your job and spend what time you can with her. You should just say the hell with it, do the old person thing, and get an RV and travel the U.S. I don't know how much money you have. You should just quit your job, ask them to hold it for you if you can, explain them the situation. If they can't understand that you need to spend time with your wife, then absolutely to hell with them. They can just kiss your black ass if that's how it goes. That's what I would do. If Jessica was dying, this YouTube would just be gone. Y'all wouldn't be getting videos and y'all wouldn't be getting streams. It's something different. If you have the budget, you should definitely travel overseas. Even if you don't have the budget, fuck it, take out a loan. This is time you don't get back. You can get up to your debt in eyeballs, you can get a new job, you can do a lot of things. But no matter how bad off you get, no matter how prudent your decisions were, no matter how much money you may have saved by not doing these things, you will never ever, in the history of ever, get any more time with your wife. That's not gonna happen. And I think you need to do these things and enjoy the time with her that you can. And again, don't break yourself over it, don't turn yourself into an emotional wreck over it, but you do need to spend time with her. That is what I feel is most important, to send her off as happy and as content as she can be. And I think you also need to talk with her about her eventual death and make peace with it. You need to let her make peace with her death and make peace with what comes next for you in your life as well. And finally, I'm going to give you one piece of advice that is just shooting myself in the foot here. I don't know what state you live in or what morals you hold, but I can guarantee you that cannabis is going to make the last bit of time with your wife a lot more fun. It's a happy drug. It makes life better in a lot of ways. It relieves pain, helps you forget about things like being terminally ill. Even if you're in an illegal state, the punishments tend to be so low these days. You should just man up, spend $100 and get a little weed and roll some joints, smoke them with your wife. She'll feel better if she's hurting. You'll love everything you do, and use it to help you get through the hard times. Now, don't let it be an emotional crutch for you, because that's a bad thing. Just like alcohol, you can get dependent on it, which is not good. But to help your wife enjoy the hard times, I would very strongly recommend it. That's exactly what I would do. I can guarantee you, if I had cancer, my black ass would be in Colorado. If Jessica were suffering, I would have a whole stack of joints just ready to go so that she can enjoy her time off. That's exactly what I would do. And to hell with anything else. That's how I feel about that. I don't even give a damn about my gameplay or how I'm playing here. That's my advice. You can take it, you can leave it. You can say I'm wasteful, you can say I'm breaking the law, I'm doing drugs, all this kind of stuff. But if you really love her, then she should be number one, and just absolutely to hell with anything else. And that's the truth. That is as good as I can say it. Somebody's getting in my butt saying that I shouldn't tell this guy to quit his job when his wife dies, because then he'll be like, no job. Yeah, well, if he sits there and works all the time, and his wife dies, he's going to regret it until the day he's dead. He's going to regret forever not spending time with his wife and instead spending time in the office. You can get a new job. It sucks to be unemployed. It sucks to have no job. It sucks to have all these kind of things. It sucks to not have money too. But no amount of financial prudence is going to make up from the happiness that you'll spend time with your wife. I couldn't imagine telling Jessica, I'm sorry, I can't spend time with you while you're dying because I have to do YouTube. I wouldn't do that. That's not how I roll. You can do that if that's your life, if that's how you value your partner, that's you, but that's what I would do. Yeah, southern accent comes out hard sometimes. Didn't get that kill right there. That's a serious topic. Let's move on to something else. Levi Wiley, if you want, you can't sponsor on iOS. You'll have to go to the desktop. Google and Apple don't get along. You'll have to go to the desktop to get sponsored, man, to do the sponsor thing. And I appreciate it. You don't have to if you don't want to. T the Kid X7 says, I think the second you bite Boom, I'm not even paying. I don't even give a shit anymore. I'm thinking about my wife dying. It says the second you bite Boomy, you'll go on an ocean level man trip. What other YouTuber, including yourself, should I Photoshop? I think you should Photoshop some stuff for Cross. Yeah, that's what I would do. One drunk guy says, gateway drug? Yeah, it opens the gateway to the refrigerator. You're damn right about that. Do you like waffles? I do. Chicken and waffles. Dude, what you should do tonight is go take your wife to some damn fine chicken and waffles. Almost nobody eats that. It's very underrated food in America. A little bit hard to find, but she'll appreciate it. Whatever the hell you were going to do, we're going to organize your taxes tonight. You're going to watch this stream. Screw watching this stream. Don't watch this stream, man. Take your wife out somewhere nice. You ain't got the money, put it on the credit card. They can charge you interest. This will be memory interest.
Be advised, hostile dart in your AO.
And if you're hurting for cash, I don't want you to send me another single dollar. I want you to cancel that sponsorship, keep all your donations to yourself, and spend every single penny that you can so you can spoil the ever-living hell out of your wife. That's what I want you to do. I don't need a damn bit of your money for that.
Tango down.
You gotta take care of you.
Shut up.
I don't know what else to say at this point. I mean, kind of going off the rails a little bit, I know, but that's breaks.
Losing Charlie.
I think Mike just donated again.
Bravo.
Michael McKell
Enemy took C.
says, sorry for the fields trip, Brad, and everyone else. I just needed a little bit of advice. Thank you so much, and thank you for the commentaries. I'll always remain a sponsor in this channel. You're welcome, dude. Anytime. Don't worry about the field strip. That's what I'm here to do. If it's helping you with COD tips, if it's abnormal amount of life advice I'm doing for a COD channel, that's whatever. This is for you guys. And if that helps you, then that helps you, man. I hope I was able to give you some good advice.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Man, I'm hungry. I want to try that new burger place, even though I had a burger yesterday. I like burgers. They're so unhealthy, though. I don't know what this person's problem is. They didn't even see me. What? It just lag canceled my thing. Oh, sorry. New sponsor, Clincher37. Thank you for sponsoring, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to Team Drift. Hope you always enjoy. Oh, I died. Okay, so I lagged and I died before that was able to pop. And I was already in his crosshairs there. I'm not as uncomfortable as you think I am. I just kind of got to thought, like, I don't know, I don't assume that everybody on the internet is a troll. I take you guys seriously. So when the guys say his wife's dying, I take him serious. I don't assume it's just BS, right? And I try to, the best advice I give is, what would I do in this situation? What would I do in this exact situation? Hey, Natalie Bates, nice to see you. Good to see you there in the sponsored chat. If I were in his situation, what would I do? And that's all the advice I can do, and that's all I can give, and that's all I can say. I'm gonna go down pro. I don't care. I don't really even care about getting my challenges right now. Do you like cheese or chocolate pretzels? I like cheese pretzels better. I like cheese more than I mean chocolate more than I like cheese for sure, but I like cheese pretzels. Going off the rail here. Merc Muses says, hey Drift, had to cancel my subscription, man. I'm sorry, dude. It's okay. Totally fine. New sponsor, Trigger Devils. Thanks for sponsoring, man. Antonio, I know that's you. I know that's you, man. Yeah, that's a good company. Another Randy G says, hey man, how far are you from dark matter? I am some pistols and a knife away from dark matter. I got all distracted here and I'm playing like a Dumbledore. Yeah, Trigger Devils, they're basically like removable trigger stops for controllers, so you don't have to pay for the scuff ones. They're like, I think they're 15 bucks now, or maybe a little bit less if some people have coupons. Good company. I did get to see their prototype ones. I'm ruining your business plan, man. I love the prototype ones. They look really nice. And yes, I am JD from Scrubs. This is my alternate identity. I moonlight as a COD player sometimes. Thank you for the sub, Peter Herr. I appreciate it. I'm going to change up my specialist here. I think I'm going to put on kinetic armor. My nose itches so bad now. Hiss. I just want this game to be over. I'm tired of this game and this gun and all this stuff. I want something new to do. My nose itches super bad. Thank you, Bodie Johnson. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. Nope. Come on. Whoop. What's going on here? Died. Yeah, anytime Merc Music, dude. It's not a worries. I mean, I caught a bunch of crap on it. I'm gonna say this all week. I know, like, a lot of old fans and Redditors and stuff, they're like, these streams make me feel dirty. People just throw money at him and he dances like a whore. But it's never about that. I just answer questions, nice as I can. Even with or without, doesn't matter. I'll still stream. I get a long shot. Nope, this long shot's gonna blow and I know it. It's gonna take me forever to get long shots with this stupid weapon. Nope, Paul rules, no paying for subbing, dude. You can just click the button, totally free. Braden Graham, dude, I saw you at the very beginning of the stream. You've been here for 2 hours. Thanks, man. I started YouTube like back in 06, 05. I was making like, if you go on my channel, I was making stop motion animation with stuffed animals. It was some crazy stuff. So.
Anyone happy with that? Anyone?
Looks like your ass.
I think I missed the sponsor. No, I called out Zach Bob. I'm up to date. Dang, we are up to 190. We're almost at 200. That is crazy. What do you think of red pill philosophy? I do not know what that is. Clayton, I really don't know what that is, man. Like a legit. Oh, man. T the Kid X7, that is a perfect one for Cross. You got to tweet that at him. You got to tweet that at Cross. That is perfect. I'll retweet this guy I bought a Netduma. For some reason mine didn't update. I don't think I'm doing it wrong. Thank you, Joseph, for tweeting at me. I see you too there on Twitter. JD Venom says, "What's up? As a Texas native like you, love me some Whataburger. Do you like it there? If so, what's your favorite thing from there? I'll have an awesome one, buddy." Sorry, man. I hate to break it to you, but I don't actually like Whataburger. Nope. Whataburger does not do it for me. I used to like Whataburger back in the day, but Jen, I got on this In-N-Out train. I like In-N-Out so much better than Whataburger now. And I also like, what's that other place? Derp. Five Guys Burgers and Fries is better than In-N-Out. In-N-Out's probably the best to go. Whataburger, I feel like, has slipped in quality. It's still a massive burger. And it's open 24/7, which is nice. But I'm not feeling it quite as much. I think the Whataburger closest to my house is the one that's like the furthest east in the entire nation, like in far East Plano. So that's where I go. I take the dogs through the drive-thru. If you ever see a blue car or a Tesla with dogs getting burgers, that's going to be me. And thanks for the donation, JD, but I appreciate it. T the Kid X7 says, DM, tell me if this is MLG enough for Daniel. And why do you care about being family-friendly when you play a video game that makes people explode into gibs? That's because regardless of how ghibli the game is, a lot of people do play it. And Dawn Yix, talking about Whataburger, but the chat's moving so fast, didn't get a chance to read her comment at all. I don't know, just there's a big thing, like parents are usually okay with people playing this, and or more realistically, like I've had people say that they like this because they can watch this while their kids are in the room, which is nice, you know. Don't push them away or anything, so that's good.
Locked and loaded.
The Last Meth Bender, he says, as a California resident, they're overrated. As a person who's been with them without my entire life, I can assure you they're not. So if you've had them in California your whole life, and also you gotta forget, there's like a lot of nice things in California, despite the lack of water and whatever. Gotta pop somebody over here, good. You're missing out. So if you ever had to live in the South, where you have a choice of McDonald's or Wendy's, and that's it. Like, sometimes you don't even have a Burger King to choose from. You've got a choice of, like, one fast food restaurant, maybe two, if you're lucky. Then you will probably say to yourself, okay, In-N-Out is great. Like, imagine if you could only eat McDonald's, and that's it. Well, then you're going to really look differently at In-N-Out, you know? Ah, I missed it. Didn't quite get the bloodthirsty right there. Appreciate it, man. Got some more donations rolling in. Cardinal Doctor says, just joined the stream. How many weapons to dark matter? I got to finish up my pistols and my knife. I'm going to try to get it tonight. Stream's going on a little bit longer than I had originally planned for. So, oh, no. Oh, so I don't know for sure. I think I'm already over the 2-hour mark. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the knife tonight. I'm probably going to try to finish the pistols, if I can, and then do the next stream and call it like knife to dark matter and just do like a knife only stream. I'm going to try to keep them under 3 hours from here on in, because otherwise it takes forever to process. Like last time, the 5-hour stream, which I love doing, it sat on 360p for like days. It was on 360p for like 12 hours, which is not great, you know. Okay, so this is great. We can do this challenge right here. Got more guys coming around. Yeah, there we go. I don't think I got a bloodthirsty yet. I think I got to pick up one more for that bloodthirsty. Should be right over here in the corner if I can get him. There we go. Ran out of bullets too. I'll take your, whatever this is. I'll just go spam some people. Screw it. I haven't died yet. Don't see a reason to stop. Nah, that's a good reason to stop because I'm dead. I want to get away from all that. Let me just call this in. I might die, but come on. Come on.
Authorized Cerberus deployment.
Securing B.
You're gonna die. Yeah. I'm not gonna tolerate this. These sins are not tolerated on the Drifter stream. Lots of donations rolling in, man. Yeah, 12 hours is a half day. It's not days. But the point is, it was in what I would consider poor quality for too long. I know a lot of people said they watched it just for the conversations with me and Cross, but that's not ideal. I really like for these to process in a quicker fashion and go full, you know, 720 pretty soon. Carl's Jr. Yeah, I don't like Carl's Jr. either. Carl's Jr. is a little bit cheap for me. I've got on this clean eating, healthy, organic, fast casual, Chipotle kind of nonsense, the hipster food. Hey, Boomy, you're a really good dog, but I can't pet you right now. I'm playing games. Got a ton of donations rolling in. Says you should camp for Bloodthirsties or not, or I could just YOLO for Bloodthirsties. I could do that. That sounds more fun to me. Where's these clowns over here? I'm gonna die. I know it. Oh dude, I love Girl Scout cookies. Robert Pink, I bought Girl Scout cookies last night and it was dope. And Don Yix, yeah, Dark Matter is the ultimate camo. Let's see what's happening in Donation Town because it got pretty busy right there. The Brown Shark says, hey Drift, as an Oregonian, I freaking love Whataburger and I think it is the best burger joint. Anywho's, thank you for the great streams and content, by the way. Just another Randy G. Alright, thank you. Good to know names. Michael McKell, you're a sponsor too, right? Let me see if I can control F. Yeah, there you are. Alright, found you. Looks like I crashed out. Got somebody joining the game. That's fine. Lots of people are going to flood in here now, but who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Do you guys care? I don't. I get some Bloodthirsties making some progress. Do a little bit more here. How long ago did I start? Apparently I started 2.5 hours ago. Failed to host lobby. Oh well, who cares? So I'm probably going to go about another 30 minutes, I think. I might go longer, depending if everybody really wants me to. Not sure. Jack Frost, 9879. Drop $3, says, hey Drifter, I love watching your channel. Thanks for all the great content. I took your exclusive Aces recommendation and got a scuff with your 5% off code. Thank you very much. Glad it helped you. I got a little commission from that. That's how all those little code things work. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jack Frost. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the scuff, and if you have problems with it, for the love of goodness, let me know. So many people have problems with it and just get mad and throw it away, or like my Elgato doesn't work. Man, if you guys have problems with any of the companies I represent, you need to hit me up. I'll help you out, because when I, you know, put my name and my reputation on the line when I represent these people, I do it all the way when I can. So, I hope you enjoy it. It should be just fine, but if anything goes tits up, please let me know. Luke Mason Games. Got a hip fire here. Drop $3. Says, hey Drift, love your channel. Just wanted to say thank you for the real talk and ask you what you thought of Deadpool. I just got back and thought it was great. I also thought it was great. It was a very, very different, I guess you could call it, superhero movie, even though Deadpool is very, very far from anything that I would consider a hero. It was very funny to watch. I didn't think it would be, I mean, I had high hopes. I was hyped for the movie, right? But I didn't think it would be as funny as it really was. Wow, I just got bootay slammed. So I thought, I was kind of worried that maybe like the game, it would get a little bit old after a few minutes. Like, okay, great, Ryan Reynolds, more jokes. But no, it was pretty consistently awesome all the way through. Both sets of credits, all the penis and buttses, and the super nice, the super nice Colossus really threw me off. I wasn't very familiar with that character, so I didn't know he was nearly as nice as he actually was. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. Thought it was great. Good action. I could tell that, like, you know, they talk about Deadpool being filmed really cheap, or, you know, they had this budget cut from it. I could tell. Like, I could see they just cut out whole scenes and stuff. But Still worked. Still a good video. Movie. Not a video. It's not a video. It's a movie. What am I saying? Liam Olawi? Dude, if it's midterms, do your midterms. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about streams, dude. You do your midterms. That's what's important. Watching me sit on my butt and play Call... I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going. On my butt and play Call of Duty is not nearly as important as you doing well on your midterms. There we go. Picked up some kills. Now if I get 3 more kills, I can move into that glorious, glorious next category. Whoop, and I didn't make it. Didn't squeeze it. I think I need to do MR6 long shots and bloodthirsties next, so this is going to be a very big challenge. Trigger Devils, very metal, I like that. Yeah, dude, they did a ton of fourth wall breaks. They were breaking the fourth wall while breaking the fourth wall, which was crazy to me. But it worked really well because it was, no spoilers, it's Deadpool telling his own story. So he breaks the fourth wall at will and just kind of moves backwards and forwards in time, like a lot of unreliable narrator type stories. Any specific days you try to live stream? Yes, I try to live stream on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays now. That's working pretty well. I've done a few of them at different times. I think I did like a really late night one on a Monday because I knew that I wasn't going to be able to on Tuesday. Well, this is the wrong gun. I thought I had a totally different weapon, but that's okay. Okay, that's a good start. Might need scavenger on this gun. Okay, oh my gosh, that makes me want to quit. Okay, bloodthirsties and long shots. How am I gonna get long shots? I don't even know. I have a question that says, can you teach me how to use the black cell really well? Dude, there's not much to the black cell. If you can lock onto things, that'll pretty much do it. Dude, I have kinetic armor. What are you doing? And I still die because I'm a bronze kid. Got a lot of donations rolling in. I'll try and hit those up between rounds when I can. I do talk about depression occasionally, just not doing it today. Exactly. Oh, that was a terrible grenade. I try to do that corner bounce thing. I think putting a suppressor on decreases the range I need for the long shots, but it makes it more difficult to do, so yay. And my nose is still itching super duper bad. Okay, I'm gonna mute the camera real quick while I scratch my nose. Yeah, not gonna play hardcore for long shots. I'm gonna do this like a man. Promised you guys I would. Itchy, itchy nose. All right.
Join up for this. Get your shit together.
Okay. Man of the people here. Should probably turn on my C920. Says, why don't you use scavenger or extended mags? Yeah, I'm probably going to change over to that. I think that's going to be the way to go. Scavenger and extended mags is going to be the way to go. Maybe not for the MR6, but for some of the other pistols for sure. Also broke my heart for the person's wife. I hope she has a beautiful go. I hope so as well. I mean, there's no easy way to go, but there's some better than others. Phase Genius donated $15. Says, hey Drifter, my wife and I are a huge fan of your in-depth series. Was wondering if you have any info if they will improve split screen in upcoming COD titles. My wife and I both think Black Ops 3 really dropped the ball hard in that department. Stay awesome, dude. Phase Genius, man. Glad that both you and the wife are a fan again. Liking that. I got a lot of wives watching today. And what's this? Probably a suppressor here. I don't have that. Do I have that? Yep. Okay, so Boomy, no scratch. Boomy, no scratch. That's tracker. That's not scavenger. There we go. Getting my birds mixed up. Definitely going to have to jump ghost. Go for scavenger. And blast suppressor. That's going to work better. This one doesn't need it. It's fine. So glad that your wife is a fan. Glad that you're a fan too. I don't think there's going to be any improvements to split screen, if at all, to be honest. I know that split screen is a very low priority for a lot of next-gen games because you have to kind of double render the engine, which is very, very taxing on the game itself. And you play on a smaller screen, and the big push is for playing online. Like the days of LAN parties and stuff are kind of going the way of the dinosaur. And it is also kind of a disincentive for business. Why would you support split screen as an added benefit when you can nickel and dime your customers and have them make them buy multiple consoles, multiple games, multiple TVs, etc. The capitalism way will push you toward doing that. I don't even think that Halo offers split screen anymore. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Halo, the most recent one, Halo 5, has no split screen, if I'm remembering this correctly. And what else? Yeah, I just know that's a low priority.
Ready to bring the smoke.
Croft says, how can I send you my 360-degree camera? I uploaded a helicopter 360 on my Facebook. NWA video tours. Please check it out when you can. Also, getting sniper camos is making me hate this game. Awesome camo, awesome streams, keep it up. Croft, if you really want to mail me your camera, you can send it to my P.O. box. I just read the fan mail P.O. box. I have it in the description of all the fan mail episodes. If you do that, though, I need to be very clear with you on this. You're sending me an expensive thing. I don't know when I'm filming the 360 Tesla. I am not a responsible adult. I don't check the box very often, so if you ship it, you're going to have to donate or something while I'm on stream and make sure I know to go get it. And you need to be very clear on when and if you want it back and what you want to do with it and all this other kind of stuff. Because like I said, I'm not a responsible adult. I will totally forget things. I don't hate you. I'm not stealing stuff. I don't try to do that. But man, if you just leave me to my own devices, I will legit forget the devil out of stuff. Okay, well that's not going to be a bloodthirsty. I mean, that's not going to be a long shot then. Okay, that's off. Man, if you want to send it, that's fine. But please bear in mind, it's completely possible that I could be wildly irresponsible and not send it back for far too long. Just do so at your own extreme caution. I was actually looking into getting a 360 camera, but at the end of the day, it just seemed very expensive to me and probably not worth. I don't know. It looked like another toy because the good ones seemed like they would be incredibly expensive. So I don't know. You can tell me if it's worth. I just don't know how many 360 videos I would make. So I don't know. There we go. How much it would or wouldn't be worth it. Fudge! That was a bloodthirsty. I messed it up, dude. Glad you think I'm killing it. I'm going to go look up the NWA helicopter tours thing. I don't know which camera you got. I looked into this. I sound like a terrible YouTuber. It's like, yeah, go ahead and send me your expensive camera, but yeah, don't expect it back. No, that's not what I'm doing. Just being realistic. I try to manage expectations, you know. Managed expectations are the way to go. Instead of super high ones. Oh, is he in here? No, is he going to be down here then? Oh, I love doing that to people. That's one down. Oh, that's not good.
Infantry neutralized.
Okay, those are all people that are alive. They're not dead. It's going to be time for me to go over here toward this side again. Maybe clean some homies out. Didn't get quickscoped, which is good. That's rare. It's one bloodthirsty. And I used my kinetic armor, even though I don't think they even shot me. Which is weird, but alright. You get a long... That's not a long shot? That is not a long shot? Are you serious? I really might have to go to hardcore for this, because if that's not a pistol long shot, then I don't know what a pistol long shot is. I don't know. At the end of this round, I'm going to look that up. Cal's donated $4.44. Thank you. It says, hey, bro, will you please follow me on Twitter? Unfortunately, I don't do the paid follow thing. That got really out of control back in the day. Sorry about that, man. Overall, do you think the dark matter for the grind for dark matter is worth it? It really drains your stats. It does. I really don't think it's worth it. I do it as a goal here for the stream. I think it's cool because I've never gone for the max camo before, so that's a little bit fun for me. But like 80 or 90% of my doing it is because I think it's a fun challenge for the stream. It makes me use a bunch of different weapons, kind of unique situations and stuff, and I kind of just want to be able to say I've got it because I've never done that before. Like, never, ever, ever. Should just go for those long shots. And Srabdo says, hey, Drift, what kind of music do you listen to, and can you now tell another story? I listen to a pretty wide variety of music. Nothing in particular. I just kind of like, I will listen to any genre that you want to plug in and play. but I will judge it independently. I can go for just a little bit of each genre, but I'm not a very musical person, so I don't have a lot of taste or recommendations. Let's do NWA. What is that? NWA video tours. Alright. Getting shot here. It's doing pretty good to start with, but now I'm getting John Cena. I'm getting Juan Cena'd, man. All Juan Cena'd. Let me go back to the chat and make sure I didn't miss anything. I did. I missed a new sponsor. I missed a new sponsor. Hopefully only one. Whew. Let me scroll on up. Oh, I missed 2 sponsors. Sorry about that. I had the screen off. Cass Squinch, thank you for sponsoring the channel, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Cass Squinch. Your sponsorship is appreciated and noticed. And also Nam887, thank you for sponsoring the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, guys. Let me go back to the chat and see what's going on. Hey, Bioweapon and Natalie. Sorry, Natalie, the Doge is not on the thing over here, so there's no Doge cam because it's off. Like, so Halloween on Friday the 13th. Yeah, the dog's not within visible range. What I'm gonna do soon is I'm getting a 3rd webcam so I can point it at the other likely dog zone, and I can really maximize these dog cams. Fudge, 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 fudge. I am Dickie, of course I love you, dude. I try to love everybody. Try to have some love for everybody. Even the Trumpler.
Hostile in your AO.
Okay, that's bad. We're gonna go down here. We're just gonna go for Bloodthirsties, okay?
Sniper! Enemy spotted.
Gotta get away from that. Alright, going for Bloodthirsty still.
Hostile care package overhead.
Bioweapons. Sorry to hear about the ear infection, man. That can suck. I know how bad that can suck. Alright, let's just back on out of that. That's a no-go right there. Got another Bloodthirsty. Racking them up today. Boys. Children. Ladies. Anybody? Got that. Robot disabled, but could not survive the thing. Oh, Naham. Your name is Naham887. Thank you for the sponsorship. Got it, man. Maniac Cookie, dude, I'm glad you enjoyed the Man of War in Depth video. Hope it really helped you out. Man, I had a pretty big frame drop right there.
Infantry neutralized.
Okay, so got these guys down. If I get one more Bloodthirsty, then I think all I have to do is get long shots, which I might have to go to hardcore for, even though I consider that cheating a little bit. The long shots are just kind of stupid on this gun. Like, the range at which I have to get long shots is crazy.
Clean kill.
Get a Bloodthirsty on that one. Good. Another Bloodthirsty. Racking them up. I know they went through my spawn over here too. So I gotta run through here and maybe try and clean a few people out before they murder my whole team. Yep, like you. You're not allowed to do that. Take your RK5 just in case I need it. Whew. That got scary. Lots of baddies, but I know that my job is to flank. My job is not to face check everything. And I got died. The next Call of Duty Squid War Squid. I think Call of Duty Chinchillas would be good. Zapede, you did indeed miss sponsor only. That was Monday night, man. If you weren't there, then I'm sorry. I'm not planning to do it again for a while. It makes me feel a little bit dirty that everybody else can't talk. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Even though it was really successful, it still just felt a little bit odd. So, would rather not do it. I'm gonna set the next goal really like crazy, stupid high.
The hostile robot has been disabled.
COD Agent Neto, dude. If your girl hates the other guy, but she still dates him, you need to ask her why she still dates him. And saying I don't know isn't an answer. You have to make her answer you and tell you why she hates dating this guy but still does it. She's got a reason, right? Like there's some kind of, it might not be a reason even she understands. And by doing this, you're kind of like trying to force her to understand why she likes this guy.
Fight harder. Enemy robot nearing objective.
If she doesn't understand why she dates the guy even though she dislikes him, then perhaps getting her to articulate it to you will make her understand why she doesn't and how you can capitalize. But if you really like this girl, then what you need to do is put her best interest first. If she really enjoys this person, you can't get selfish and greedy. Selfish and greedy? Not selfie and greedish, that's very silly. Yeah. Naham887, gotcha, Naham887. You can't get selfish, man, you gotta look care of her. If she really likes that guy, then you need to let her just be her. That's how you make him happy. Says Dick 2 Bomb. That's nice to know. Glad you think the dick is 2 Bomb.
There's no winning this. Black Ops RTB for debrief.
Join up for this. Get your shit together.
Sir Toast says he spent $400 and $500 and 4,000 crypto keys, yet he still does not have the crossbow. That is crazy. Yeah, sponsor only stream, great stream, all this kind of stuff going on here. Yep, it is just about at the 3-hour mark, so I think I'm going to call that a day on the stream. Even though I do not have dark matter yet, it's taking a lot longer than I thought. You know, I can't control that sometimes. But I did have a good stream. I was really happy with the new subscribers, happy with the new sponsors, the donations, everybody watching. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I think before I do, I've got a few minutes to spare. I'm going to have a little bit of fun, and I'm going to open up my crypto keys and see what I get, guys. So we're going to do that. We're going to open up some crypto keys, see what we get here. Go to the black market. I've got 131. Let's trade in 30 crypto keys. Let's see what happens. Who knows what? I don't know what's going to happen. Not so impressive. Alright, let's try it again. Let's trade in 30 more crypto keys, guys, and let's do it. Been earning these. Not today. Alright, let's try again. We are going to go for trading again. Maybe I will get something awesome. An MX Grand, and that's a nada. Got a spearhead. I think I already have those. I've got so many of these. Clive Culliver, nice to see you. Nah, man, I can't keep streaming. I gotta eat dinner. Gotta let this video process. Gotta take care of some other things tonight. I got an in-depth I gotta upload, you know? I'm assuming you guys would like for me to upload an in-depth video, right? Maybe? Maybe in-depth? I don't know. Burn these here. I got 48 crypto keys. Enough for at least 2 cases. Whoop, nope, not that. That's not what we want. Trade in 30 crypto keys and see what we get. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Nope. And that's my second. I got a wrench. That's my second wrench. I have 2 wrenches. No. I love my wrench, but I don't need a second one. DJ Vaughn, while you troll me with these new weapons. War-Torn's nice. I do like War-Torn camo. 8. Alright, let's burn duplicates. Burn them, burn them, burn them. Burning that legendary duplicates. Duplicants. You can tell my words are dying on me. Alright, I'll do two common drops then. Who knows, you might still get something in here. 0, nice to see you, man. Bioweapon X, it should be watchable this evening. It tends to process later at night, so like probably like, I don't know, I want to say 11 or midnight, it'll probably go live and be watchable. Casquench H, nice to see you saying lol. And I think I'm bust on these crypto keys. Yeah, I have some common duplicates I can burn. Alright guys, thank you for all the support pouring out today. It's been an awesome stream. I had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I got some good pistol gameplay, and I think I only have one more Bloodthirsty here on the MR6, and I don't know how many long shots to do. I might finish these off stream, and the next stream is probably going to be a knife to dark matter. Anyway, if you're new here and you enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.